Whoa, now everybody, it's your boy Lambo Drew. You are now tuned into another hot edition of the Leverage Show. I'm telling you what, it is definitely getting ready to go down today. You do not want to miss this. This one is definitely been a long time coming since I had my guy BOJ right back to this Leverage Show, man. Before we bring him on here, man, we definitely gonna go ahead and show y'all some love, give y'all a shout out, let y'all know what it's all about. I really want to thank each and every single one of y'all, man, for everything you guys do out here, man, for the show, for the channel, and allowing us to grow, to make sure you guys are growing in every way possible. Y'all know that's what Lambo does. We definitely gonna have a hot one. We gonna always keep it 100, man, right out here, man, on the Leverage Show, and make sure that you guys are really getting this thing down pat. I really, man, want to thank you guys, man. Tuesday night, off the chain. Shout out to everybody who made Tuesday night. You know who you guys were. Definitely still going up, man. Still doing numbers. Shout out to JJC, man. Julie and Jeremiah Crafton. They killed it, man. If you want to definitely earn passive income, man, that is hands-free passive income. Now, that one we can talk about on here without getting in trouble, right? Hands-free back in trouble. Now, I'm going to forewarn you because later on in the broadcast, we may go ahead and say some things. You know, we're going to keep it all the way 100 out here, man. So I'm forewarning you right now where it's at, right? We want to make sure that you got the opportunity in front of you if you truly want to earn from an amazing business like JJC Automation, who is doing amazing, great work in the space of Amazon, e-commerce, running stores, Shopify, all of that great stuff. Reach out to Julie and Jeremiah Crafton. Shout out to them, man, for them doing some amazing things and making a pipeline that people can actually park money and make money hands-free, right? That's the space that we're in, and we're making sure that we're making our money work harder for us than we work harder for our money, right? That's what you want to be on this side. So shout out to Julie and Jeremiah, man. Y'all killed it, man. Tuesday night, man, and definitely, man, are piquing the interest of so many great investors who definitely are popping that bubble and taking that bubble of fear, man, and saying we're popping that bubble tonight. We're jumping in on this thing, man, and really rolling the dice. But tonight, you already know we was coming back with top to back-to-back bangers. I told you on the Leverage Show we was coming with back-to-back bangers. I told you that you think that we was getting ready to go ahead and not do what we do best out here. No, we were only revving up for this time. My guy, BOJ, joining us on this broadcast tonight. I'm telling y'all what, we're going to talk about a lot of hot topics. We are not. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. If it's a safe zone, you can throw it out the window. He already got his baseball gear on already, so you know he's getting ready to bat it on out the window. We are knocking it out of the park today. No safe zones. Everything coming across the plate. We swinging at it. And we gonna let y'all go ahead and have it, man, full speed. All right, before we bring my guy on, let's go ahead and jump in the chat, man, and show some love, man, out there. LA Law, I see you in the building, man. Shout out to you. Happy Thursday, everyone. LA Law is always showing love. You know what time it is. Appreciate you, man, for you going on ahead and knocking out that spot. Kennard Haiti is in the building, man. I'm telling you what. The Leverage Show family is doing what they do best. What's up, Lambo? Do what you do. Knock this show out of the park, especially with the amazing guests. Shout out to BOJ. I will definitely catch this replay on this. Kim is back from 5280. You already know, Kim, what time it is, man. I appreciate you for that, man, for you tapping in. Kim was there in D.C. as well as JJC back in December, and we literally was locked up with BOJ and his pops, man, that literally sat next to my wife, man, literally like 2-3 front rows, and they were killing it. So shout out to BOJ, his pops, the Smithology Project. It's the Smithology Project, I think. The Smithology Project, man. My guy, man, always got to show love to pops. Always a supporter, always showing love to do what he do. Wish I could have snagged me a picture of Pops, man. I don't know. I got to go fly back out to D.C. to go get me a picture. Probably jump on a golf course, man. Hit balls, man, off the fairway. I ain't going to be on the fairway, off the fairway, just so I can get me a picture with BOJ and his Pops. I'm coming for you, Pops. You already know what time it is. Kid says, man, hello, Mr. Johnson. Shout out to the entire Leverage Show worldwide. Thank you, kid, for that, man. Always, man, keeping us and gassing us on this leverage show. Jeremiah Crafton is in the building. You know he was in D.C., man, as well at the Core 4 Bring with Brandon Adams. Shout out to Brandon Adams, man, for putting on an event, man, where definitely we all got a chance to get together and make some lifelong partnership and friends, man. Definitely, you already know what time it is. JC, Pinky partner, you know I was down in Miami kicking it with you and your wonderful wife, Julie, who's right back. Right underneath you. Hello, Leverage Show family. You know they wasn't going to miss this one, man. They definitely had to come and support after an amazing thing they did on Tuesday night. If you missed the show, go back, catch the replay. They came back to support tonight, BOJ, because he's one of the very old. You already know what time it is. Shout out to Team Crafton. Keep doing what you're saying. Listen, if y'all missed the interview with Bandman Kevo and Julian Jeremiah Crafton, go catch it on YouTube. Numbers is still going up. I think they're up to 320-some thousand views. Oh, my God, man. They are killing the game, man. Shout out to y'all going on national stage. I just seen, Julie, you dropped another podcast. I know you in California traveling with another guest, man, today. And I heard you got 3-4 more podcasts lined up back to back. Shout out to you for you taking JJC on the road, putting them on tour, getting them in front of the camera, and promoting that brand. That's what this thing is all the way about. My cousin's in the building, man. What's up, Leverage Show family? I hope that everyone is staying hydrated on this heat wave. It's a thirsty Thursday. Yes, it is. Lambo is about to pass out, dog, on it. I'm not even going to tell you no lie. I swear I walked out there outside and I said, you know what? God, I got to get some things right, because if hell feeling like this, we need to go ahead and change some things. So you already know, man, what time it is, man. Shout out to you, because yeah, hopefully everybody else is out there doing what they need to do, man. Julie showing love to Ken. Julie showing love to Errol. Jeremiah is showing love to Errol. Money's in the building. Hello, Money. Appreciate your money for being in the building. My wonderful wife is in the building, man. Hello, Leverage Show family. You know what time it is, man. Heart emoji. Thank you, baby. I know she was definitely going to be on here to show BOJ some love. Last time, man, that we were together, you know, we was cracking up, having a good time, and she was right next to BOJ and his wonderful dad, keeping them company on that third row, I think it was, man. They were pretty close up that stage. You already know what time it is. Elliot Law showing love to Kennard, Jeremiah, Julie, Errol. Good to see you, man. My cousin showing love to Mr. John T. Crafton, Big Ken, Money, LA Law. Julie showing love. Hey, LA, you know what time it is. LA showing back love to Mrs. Johnson. My guy, David Cashflow Legacy, is in the building, man. Come on now. You already know, man, if you are not following the channel, you better be following the channel, man. Matter of fact, David and the whole team will be on the Leverage Show next week. So you guys definitely be tapped in for Trade Tribe. He texted me and told me, he says, Lambo, I'm going to be tapped in. BOJ, you and BOJ, I'm going to be tapped in tonight. He's texting me right before the broadcast. No lie, no cap. He's like, yo, I'm tapped in, driving from Calabasas, coming from another crypto meeting, but can't wait to go ahead and support his guy, BOJ, right here on the channel, man. Appreciate you for that, man, David Cashflow Legacy. Thank you. What's up, Lambo? Leverage Show is where it's at. What up, BOJ? Keep cranking that crypto, brother. Shout out to my guy, man, doing what he does best. You already know what time it is, man. Julie's showing love to Mrs. Johnson. LA showing love to Money. Good to see you. Jeremiah showing love to LA Law. LA Law showing love to Cash Flow. My baby says, welcome back, BOJ. You know what time it is. She already got show love, man, to our brother, man, making it do what it do out here. My baby says, TM Realistic is in the house. Yes, they are. My wife is doing what she do. My God, the General. Big Ant Deloach is in the building. Seven's in the building. Y'all know the General's in the building. Stand up when you see the General, man. Make sure you go like and subscribe to my guy, Big Ant Deloach channel as well. What's up, Leverage Show family? Fire emoji. I see you dropping content, see you dropping heat, and we're going to continue to keep bringing it on here. I know you came in full contact to go ahead and show your boy some love, but I know it's really BOJ that you really want to go ahead and show love. I got you, Big Ant. I know what it is. I know what it is, big dog. It's all good. Lambo understands. I know. I understand. I know. You show love, Lambo, and everything, man, just because BOJ was out here. You say, superstars here. I got to be here. Appreciate you, Big Gang. You already know, man. I joke and I clown with him, even on his show every day. I think I was joking and clowning yesterday with you on your show. Appreciate you. Go like and subscribe. Follow my guy, Big Ant Deloach. I'm telling you, killing the game, and he's here to support his brother, BOJ, today. Appreciate you for that, Big game. Jeremiah Crafton showing love, man, and my wife, man, say, yep, 10 Realistic is in the house. LA is showing love to the General, my guy, Big Ant. Good to see you. My son is in the building. Said hello. Happy Thursday all to y'all with the fire emojis. Man, listen, y'all already know if we was at the Core 4 event, I just wasted 10 minutes right there showing love. That means I only got about 9 minutes left at this one. They've been carrying Lambo off the stage. And you already know I'm still feeling some kind of way about that. So listen, y'all, without further ado, I cannot wait to bring my brother from another mother, really from another mother, man. BOJ, man, to this broadcast. I got to first say this. Some people, man, really, they really touch you in a different way, man. I ain't talking about that funny bunny business either. Some of y'all get y'all mind out that craziness, man. You know, Lambo ain't talking. We ain't rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? We straight water. Ain't no sugar in this Kool-Aid around here. So, but I'm telling y'all this right now. My brother, man, he's been one of them where my wife can tell you, man, like I talk very highly about small groups of people. He is one of them who I've always had the utmost respect from talking so high of and really being able to show so much love. Like I've adopted his family as my family. Like his wife and my wife, they text and showing love. The new addition, we're going to talk about all that good stuff, all showing love. His pops and me, oh my God, I can't even say anything more about his pops. The love I have for his pops is amazing. But the love I had, man, for his mom was definitely even more amazing. We're going to get talking about all of that because through this journey, man, you get a chance to know that there's waves. There's waves, man, when you go up. There's waves when you go down. There's waves when you level out. But you learn to be steady hand in each one of those waves. He's been just that. I've been so proud of him. I've been so fortunate to call him a friend, call him a brother, be in his corner in some of the best times and some of the most roughest times of life. And today, we bring back to the show our very own brother, who is being the voice to so many people around the world. My guy, my brother, my friend, BOJ. Welcome back to the Leverage Show.
Man, oh man.
What's up, man?
Well, I got to tell you, you took me just about through every emotion in the last 2 minutes. Like, I was dying laughing. I was over there. You said no sugar in your Kool-Aid. I was like, no did it. You couldn't hear me, but I was like, no did it. And then, and you know, but man, I'm so grateful to be on your platform, man. Thank you for having me. You know, it has been a journey. For those of you that don't know me, I am Banker Jharol. He gave a great introduction. I don't need to say anything more than that. We can just get straight to it. But I'm just excited to be here, man. You got me juiced up. And I'm gonna just go ahead and dedicate this one to my mother, because I know she loved this energy that we always brought in, and she watched now. So she knew about Lambo Drew. So this one right here is dedicated to my mother, Barbara Jeanette Dent Smith. I love you and I miss you. And this one's for you. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. Bring that heat in here, man. Mrs. DeLoach is in the building. Hey, you already know, man.
In the building.
Tag team doing it. BOJ, my brother, man.
What's going on? Can I pause on Brother DeLoach real quick? Because this dude right here is an amazing. Can I press a button? I don't know if y'all hear that. That's my own little button. That's my own little button. I got to clap it up for him, man, because he's just an amazing dude. He's one of those folks that I watched before I even got started, and he knows that. But he just is another example of consistency. And he always gives me my props, but man, when he puts it out the right way. Brother's doing Zoom calls on his own time. He's continued to make it happen. Like, and I watch him, and I'll be honest, sometimes I'm like, do I have the bandwidth to do that? Oh, should I try that? I might should try that. That might work a little better if I do it like that. And then I just sit back in this seat, and it's back to BOJ. So, but Brother DeLoach, man, thank you so much for your steadfastness in this space and being willing to teach and really give that time back to the community to teach and be a teacher and a leader in that way, man. I have the utmost respect for you. So I just had to take that time while I had it. Man,
shout out to you. You know, time is well needed. I every time I look at him, man, I be sitting up in here, man. I get from Coming to America, man, when I be watching Big Ant. in at his delivery. And I'm not gonna lie, I be looking at him and I say that boy good.
That's a pro. That's what we call in the quartet world. We call that pro.
They call that boy pro. That boy, pro. You better watch him.
He is pro.
Dude, we love that man because the love him and his wonderful wife is giving.
Yes.
Shout out to this team. They wrote an amazing book too, man. I don't know if you know and you've seen that. So they are killing the game, man, with that. So you better come back and talk.
Listen. We gonna have to talk about that because I need to figure out a way to put a book out.
Yeah,
I think I done been through enough, right? You think I done been through enough to write my first one, Lambo?
Come on, man. You already know. Jay, we waiting on that book. That's like a vault kept secret book that needs to be put out there, man, to the entire world.
Listen, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm speaking into existence right now. I need one of them people that can just ask me questions, let me talk, and then write the book based on what I done said.
Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure we got some people. We can make that happen.
Speaking it into existence does wonder. See, you already know somebody that can help make that happen. See, I didn't even tell you that yet. I didn't even tell you that yet. So there you go.
I'm trying to tell you, we got a couple people, man, that made that. I think Big Ed knows some people that can make it happen.
I think he might too. I think he might too.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother, man.
Man, he's showing love. He say, "Let's go, bro." You know, it's mutual respect,
yes,
man.
Sir.
It is the truth, man. From it, man. Not coming to America yet. It's coming to America, man. I'm telling you, man. And Big Ann says, man, it's time for that book, BOJ, man. It is time for that book. And she says, I got you, BOJ. I'm telling you. I told you. This is God's spirit, man. It's on. It's on. You
big T, little T.
That's a big dog statement right there.
Yes,
you know, man, listen, dude, it's so good to have you back on the show. Man, look, let's talk about it, man, because this space, I mean, like passive income crop. Let's talk about it. Shout out
my
to
brother. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, man. He went out the new studio and everything. I gotta give a shout out to that, man. The boy out there killing it. I'm changing my studio. So I sent him a message. I say, crack. So he sent me before. He said, before I release this Lambo, let me show you something.
Yeah.
And he sends it to me. And he says, this is it. I say, bro, I'm changing my studio as we talk about now. I seen that, and I just went back to the drawing board. I said,
I gotta get all this stuff.
We gotta redo stuff at this point.
You just crumple the paper up and just throw it out.
I said, crack, don't even do it. And then he posted it the next day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just laughing at him, brother, because he's like, man, bro, I really want to thank y'all, man. I said, bro, look at you, bro. Look what you did.
Killing it, man.
I mean, he's killing the game. Shout out to him, man. You know, we don't really give the flowers to the guys who's doing it, like BOJ, who inspired all of us, and Big Ant, who inspired us, and Croc. We pivot from Croc because Croc jumped on that TikTok and just
man, he jumped on TikTok. I was asking him, like, bro, how you do this? How you do that? He just had. I mean, folks got different bandwidths for different things, man. Some people don't have the bandwidth to do the YouTube stuff that I do. And they're like, I don't know how you do that, BOJ. And I'm like, I literally take maybe 2 hours of my day, hop on here and get to work. These guys are on live for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Croc is on live for 2 hours, then jump on. He'll be, I don't know if he edits his videos or has some AI do it, because you know they got AI technology now that edits your videos and do all that stuff. Man, just killing it. And just to see him and his wife, they're doing their own thing. They're not just talking about this space, they're talking about life. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, we eventually, and I've been talking about a pivot for a long time. I just get wrangled back in. It's exciting, you know. So I get wrangled back in. But that pivot is important sometimes, to be able to show how well-rounded you are. And that's a well-rounded brother. So I'm glad that he's decided to not just talk about the space that we were in or different financial opportunities, but just life in general, because, you know, we have all lived life and we can all tap into that portion of life and it become a story that can uplift somebody else or teach a lesson to somebody else. And he's embracing that, seems like. So, and he's got the support of his family, and that's what more could you ask for, man? What more could you ask for? you just keep on plugging away with that. You got some good stuff. So shout out to Croc, man.
Shout out to Croc, man. Croc literally has it's been a blessing to see him grow. It's been a blessing to see Jay Ford and
man.
The whole
shout out Jay Ford too.
Jay Ford just
big 5-0.
Man, yes. Yes. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Gotta have one on the team, right?
Gotta have one on the team. That's all I can say, boys.
We'll leave that alone. Shout out to Jay Ford.
Shout out to Jay Ford, man. Jay Ford out there still jumping from the top turnbuckle. But yeah. You know we gonna clown, man. He waiting, he having a good time, man. Let him enjoy himself,
yes,
man.
Sir.
We're excited about it, man. But man, let's get down into this thing, man. Dude, how has life been for you, man, since the last time we talked and really being able to pour in? Because a lot of times people don't get a chance to really get out there and really know what's going on behind closed doors. How's the last year of BLJ? What's been going on? What's the transition? Tell us all.
First, give me this. When was I here last? When do you know the time frame?
If I'm not mistaken, it had to been December, January. Okay. I mean, November, December.
December. So that's pretty much since Core 4. That was around my birthday weekend. I just turned 30. You know, okay. So life is constantly lifing. And I feel like in a good way, if life is lifing, then there's more for you to do. You know what I'm saying? There's just more for me to do. So that's how I feel. I feel like even though there's been a lot that's going on in the space, particularly that I come from, that we're in, for those of you that don't know me, it's been a different space. All right. It's been different in the sense of, I believe that over the course of the last 2 years, there's been enough platforms that have come and gone that really kind of get people excited. And then next thing you know, they're ducking off in ways that we had not seen before. But now we've seen it. Those of us that have been continue to tap in, we've just about seen everything. So I think the morale is low in the space for things that we talk about outwardly and in public, right? The things that people are just seeing when they come across our YouTube channels. You know, that's just bare bones. That's like casino. That's like pulling up at the casino. Oh my God, that's the casino. I feel like playing, you know? But some people go to the casino thinking they're going to take over the whole house. And that's not how that ain't how it works. That's not how the casino works.
My boy Sean Hill say ain't no crying at the casino.
Ain't no crying either, even though there's plenty of tears.
Yeah.
No crying. There are plenty of tears, but ain't no crying.
Facts.
All right? Because at the end of the day, you realize you did choose to be here. And on the other side of that, I understand that there are some marketing tactics that people use in this space that make you feel like you have to do something. You know, the fear of missing out is real. You know, being misled is real. You know, being scammed is real. And we have to, if we're going to decide a place to be, we have to learn about that place. We have to take some time to learn. And sometimes it's in the school of hard knocks. Sometimes you don't know what heat is until you out there outside in 105.
Facts.
You know, but if you in air condition all day, you can just see them talk about how hot it is on TV. And you're like, oh, it's hot outside.
Yeah.
But you ain't feel it though.
Yeah.
You didn't feel it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel about this space. It got hot for a second, and it's still kind of hot. I think there are some things that are out there that are fun. I think there are things that are out there that give us fun opportunities. It's hard to take any of them serious. And I get a little bit leery about folks that take them serious, because it's just never panned out as something that lasts as long as they say it will.
Yeah.
So I always have that in the back of my mind. I learned some hard lessons up front in this space. I mean, I've been here now. I look at the clock. I get reminders on YouTube. I've been making videos since 2021.
Shout out to that, first off, the longevity and consistency.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Time flies now. Time flies when you're going through and you're up and you're down and you're, like you said, been up, been down, been in the middle, been not knowing whether you want to continue, what you want to put out. You know, some people have seen some of my shorts on YouTube and they have nothing to do with crypto. It's me singing. And, you know, I'm just throwing stuff out there. Just let people know I'm still alive, you know? But at the end of the day, I think that this space, if you come into it with the right mindset, you can learn some things and you might be able to have a little bit of fun. Now, it's never fun to lose.
Facts.
It's never fun to lose, but I don't lose. I always learn. And that's a mental thing. That has nothing to do with what the score is. It has nothing to do with how much money you have. That's a mental thing. Facts. And that, you know, if you can embrace that, then you might have some fun in this space. Who knows? But people like me are always looking to branch out and do other things too. So that's why I want to take the time to tell everyone how important Lambo's channel is, because it's not locked into like one specific thing like we kind of are. We're niched up over here at BOJ. All right. We got a little bit of a niche, but Lambo's niched up, but his niche allows more people to learn. I feel like those that don't know anything about crypto, that want to learn something about crypto, they can find that here. But if you also want to learn about real estate, if you also want to learn about, renting and other businesses and different things of that nature, even down to the stuff that makes it all possible, which is mindset and in a relationship with your higher power, whatever that is for you. All of that stuff is necessary for life in general. So I feel like you can get all that stuff from Lambo's page. And you might see a little Lambo J pop up. Banker. And I say this to my bandmates all the time. Those of you that don't know me, I'm a singer outside of this. And I always take a little something from their presentation and I add it to myself. So I had a keyboard player. I always used to wear some gold on it. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. It would be gold somewhere. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna wear gold, but I'm gonna always keep a little jewelry on it just to feel, it'd be stuff like that. So what I'm saying is, don't be surprised if you start seeing some Lambo-esque content from your boy BOJ.
All right.
Just don't be surprised. Let everybody else be surprised, but you don't be surprised.
So what we're saying is BOJ is gonna he's getting ready to be what BOJ does, because a lot of people don't know what you love to do. Like his passion.
Yeah.
Loving to hit that road and sing, y'all. If y'all don't know that from BOJ. We see the side, though. Most of us out here on YouTube and in social media world, we see the side of crypto. Yeah. And that's what he does for fun, you guys. That's just a journey, documenting the journey, talking about his journey, and then deciding, hey, if you guys want to take a flight, you guys can take a flight too with this journey. Hey, at this point, he ain't a financial advisor. It ain't financial advice.
Nope.
But only put in what you're willing to risk and what you're willing to lose. And that's what we love about BOJ, because he always gives you the game. He always gives you the guidelines. He always puts the disclaimer out, which a lot of people, man, in this arena are trying to figure out, should we continue to keep doing this or not?
Yeah.
And you've been doing this. So we talk about some of these journeys, right? Talk about, man, some ups and downs and seeing some things, man. And we look at this, man, I want you to take us back at the beginning of the year, because we were coming out of that pivotal stage. We had Core 4 event. Shout out to the Core 4. Shout out to Brandon Adams. Shout out to
Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. Yep. And all the Core 4.
We got to go ahead and say that. Shout out to even T Pounds, man, and we want to talk about that, man. Listen, our prayers are with my brother, T Pounds, man.
Yeah.
At this point. You guys already know. For those who don't know, again, this space has both sides, both good and bad, right? And in life, you can't go on ahead and definitely escape. But I really want to thank T Pounds, man. A lot of people don't get this. I want to thank T Pounds, because T Pounds turned around, put the event on with BOJ, with Brandon Adams, and who else? BOJ was you, BOJ, you T Pounds.
I mean, and Team Core 4, Sonja and India. And all of those folks that are instrumental with what Brandon does every day, man. They and Brandon's family, they're amazing. They did so much work, and we were just happy to help. We were just happy to provide what we could provide. But man, they really were they really put in that work for that. So shout out to Brandon and his team Core 4. Shout out to the whole Core 4 movement. They're still going and still doing their presentations and different things of that nature. I'm just proud of everything that he's been able to accomplish in this time. So
And that's what this thing is about, man. We get a chance to see that. We get a chance to meet up, and we got a chance back in December to meet up, right? For that event where it was me, you. Shout out to my guy Big Ant, man, was there, which sitting right next to Big Ant, and you and joking, man, when y'all was just hilarious. Shout out to my guy CPMD, my guy Quentin, man, and shout out to Coach Rashid, man. You know, Coach just being in the building, man, just blessed us so much. Shout out to my guy Jackson Armstrong, who was to the right of us, man. And man, we look at Matt Hazel, we look at James Bishop, Chris Pulver, you know, my guy Stan Richards. We had so many people, man, in the building. Croc and Unlimited Freedom, everybody, man. It's just too many to really name that was there to be in the building to go ahead and really show some love, man. And it was a special time for us all, man. Special time for us all. And I go back to December of where we were at to really see like how we're still moving forward, man. What are we still moving forward? BOJ, can you let us know, man? Because I still see a lot of guys were tapped in. Some of the guys, man, I know have kind of backed away, man. And they got into other things, man, in life, man. And that's 100%, man, of what we're at. You have the free will to make your own choice. That's the beauty about being in this space. What has triggered you to continue to keep going on since the last time you was on the show, then everything that began to start transpiring from the end of the year to the beginning of this year?
So I want to clarify just to make sure I know what you're talking about. You're talking about in the space in general.
This is space in general.
Yeah. So one, it was I'd never just tucked out and left when anything left or ended. You know what I'm saying? I always had something else going on. I was always in a state of diversification. I was always in like 4 or 5 things at the same time. So when one thing left, I just pivoted. I would just see what's going on with the next thing. Another thing that happens when you become an influencer in this space is you get reached out to. You know, there's always opportunities coming across the desk, you know, all the time, from people that are serious about sharing it to people that are just taking a shot. They're just shooting their jumper at BOJ to see if he'll join their team. You know, so I was never I never felt like I was a lack for an opportunity. What I felt like I was a lack for was good opportunities. Ones that would stay around, like we were seeing some of the others stay around for some time. And you know, we already knew that there's never a platform that lasts forever. So I always just took that on. We know what to expect. We know that if there's one that pops up here, there'll be another one to pop up in the next few months. There'll be another one to pop up in the next few months. And if we catch the right one, we can change our lives. It has happened to me time and time again. So the only thing I decided I wasn't going to do was quit. I wasn't going to quit talking about the space on YouTube. I wasn't going to quit talking about my experiences on YouTube, because people need to hear it. There are people, it's been confirmed at this point for me in my life. Now, for anybody else that's new and maybe talking about starting their journey on YouTube, it's going to take you a while to feel like your voice is heard in the space. You know what I'm saying? I went through that. It went through people seeing my losses publicly. You know, they had to see me lose. And as soon as they saw me lose, they hit that subscribe button real fast, because what's he going to say? Is he going to are we going to see him on camera crying because a platform lost? Maybe we'll catch a tear from BOJ today, you know? So, I say that in jest, of course, because real stuff does happen in this space, and people have gone through some things that have really got deep. You know what I'm saying? We were just talking about this before this happened. There are some people that have tucked their tail and left the space altogether. No YouTube, no nothing. They're hiding. And I understand that feeling, but I also understand what gets you to that point. And we try to avoid that the whole journey, because I actually, believe it or not, I didn't just pop up on YouTube. I took some time to watch people like Crypto Muscle and Anthony Deloach and people that had been around for some months and some years possibly at this time. How did they stay around? what is the couple things that they're doing in common that are keeping them in the space?
Yeah.
They're staying in front of the camera, or their voice is being heard because Crypto Muscle doesn't show his face. Shout out to Crypto Muscle.
Yep.
But they're staying consistent in some kind of content, whether it's, the content on the space or some kind of self-improvement. And these are the rules of YouTube growth anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to stay consistent. You have to stay engaged. You have to go live every now and then. I got to do better with that. But like all that being said, these are the reasons why I didn't quit. One, I'm not a quitter. That's just not what I have in me. Thank you, God. They didn't put that in me. I've made some choices to stop doing some things, but I never quit on a situation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to make choices to stop doing things. And other times you're quitting on yourself, or you're quitting on something that you know is probably the better thing to continue to do, or it's going to challenge you in some type of way, or it's going to make you uncomfortable in some type of way. That kind of stuff I went through early. I understood what uncomfortability got me.
Yeah.
It either got me in shape, or it had me success on the ball field, or it got me a standing ovation on a stage or something. The work that I did outside when I got there and realized this is what I put that work in for.
Facts.
It kept me going.
Facts.
And the feeling when you win is a feeling that is hard to describe. Facts. I think for those of you that watch UFC, Adesanya, who's a fighter, his last name is Adesanya. He in an interview. Oh yeah, y'all know him. But he said after he won a fight, and this is not a quote or anything like that, but he said in the microphone, he said, "I hope that everyone gets to feel like this once in their life, to put in this much work, to come in here." You think about the Olympics going on. There are people that literally train for years for one event.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just heard some of them only getting paid like 50 grand.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. But anyway, that's another conversation.
Yeah.
It's the work that you put in outside of here that keeps you going. I have plenty of days I don't want to come on camera. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
And I'll call them my rest day because I got the right mindset about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That takes time. Some people beat themselves up for missing days. Sometimes you got to give yourself grace. But at the same time, the work that you put in outside of this space is what's going to keep you going in it. So I put in a lot of work. It's too late to quit now.
Facts.
God. Too late. It's like being jumped in the YouTube game.
Yeah.
Only way out is in the box. Lambo, only way out the game is in the box.
I love it, man.
You gotta do that double dutch that they was doing in what's that movie?
I know what you're talking about. They were jumping in. You get jumped in the game.
Yep.
It was a double dutch, man. Man.
It's one of them.
Drinking a juice or something like
that.
Yeah. Or Malibu's Most Wanted or something.
Some movie like that. Something like that. But dude, all that being said, that's how I can keep going, man. We put in a lot of work, on camera, off camera. And, the work will just continue. You have some moments where, people clown me to this day. Oh, you only got 50 views on that video. I'm like,
I stopped looking at that. Right?
Yeah, man.
And I said that there was a point where, and BOJ, you can contest me, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna get to this other thing real quick. But there was a point, man, where last year, the year before, we could drop a video. We already know people were attentive. They were in the space. They were focused. They were gauged in. Man, and watching the stuff, the views go crazy. And
anything about Novatech was getting at least 3,000 views.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Do you know? Now, I'm getting ready to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Lambo, like what I really do, my business and everything I do throughout the week, I talk to some of the top YouTubers who are not in crypto.
Yeah.
Do you know their channels? And they watch the shows.
Yeah.
Their channels have suffered the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about some people you would have the highest respect that's doing it. You think, oh, man, they're doing it like Lambo. Do you see how many followers and how many views that they're doing and all of that? And they literally got burned out and had to step away and say, Lambo, I'm not even doing any views like this. I'm not even getting retraction. I'm not. And I literally I'm helping coach them like, oh man, you got to stay at it. You a GOAT. You this.
Yeah.
It's that space where you can't go off of popularity for that.
That's right.
I don't care if it's one person that's watching and tuned in. That's why I try to, as much as I can. I'll be in the middle of a meeting, dead meeting, popping on YouTube, popping on somebody's channel, and then typing in or whatever. Hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, sister, how you doing? Just showing you some love because I know that feeling of being lonesome, and then everybody look like the tide has changed. Like they just turn the page on BLJ, then turn the page on Lambo Drew, and it's not that. There is still the audience that is out there that is for you. There is still people coming back, catching the replay like, man, I was in the office, caught your replay, BLJ. I needed to hear this. I needed to see this. And what you said resonated with me and literally brought me back to the place where I was focused again. I sit at night, and my wife can tell you, I don't sleep much. She can tell you that. Right? Lambo ain't gonna sleep much. Constantly a workhorse, right? Constantly a workhorse. When I'm at night, I'm usually working on things to make the channel or make deals or something better or study nonstop. So my brain is like constantly going, right? I sit back and I look at my wife can tell you, like, she's like, man, he 3-4 o'clock in the morning, still up. He got a meeting in the next hour, 2 hours. My husband's still up studying. Studying. And I'm watching other people in this space. I'm telling her, like, I'm going to their channels. I'm seeing how they're doing, seeing what's going on. Like, man, but Lambo, when the last time you talked? My wife said, when the last time you talked? I said, babe, it's been a long time. I haven't talked to her, but I'm always checking in, is what they call it. Always checking in. Even when you don't think Lambo's watching. And people be like, man, Lambo, you really seen that? Yeah, I sure did. I know what's going on with you. And I'll shoot somebody a message every now and then. I try to stay out of it just to let you know, man, hey, I appreciate you, brother. I respect what you're doing. Keep going forward. I'm here for you. You understand? I know what it's like to be out there in that corner and you feel like, man, you're swinging against the fences. The crowd then left. And you're getting some of your best home runs out there at the plate. You're like, man, I'm smacking it out the park. Do y'all see this? You're looking in the stands. There ain't nobody there. You're playing Field of Dreams out there. You know, I understand that. And that's the mentality that most of us, when you were talking about your journey, that most people go through. And especially when you have platforms and things that have failed and things that you thought that was promised and just didn't work out. Now people and everything, man, their homes are wrecked, their lives are wrecked, and they're trying to figure back, what do I do? Do I keep swinging? Do I stay in the game? Do I get out of the game? Where do I do? And I will say this, I'm just being straight up real with you. Being in this space, I learned you have to continue to keep swinging at the plate, no matter what's coming across the plate, or no matter what pitcher's on that mound.
That's right.
You have to keep swinging.
Got to keep swinging.
You don't know when's the next break. You don't know when the next breakout. You don't know when the next strike. You don't know when the next is. But they're going to look at the consistency on what you've been doing, what you've been putting out, to be able to determine, do we follow this person or can they lead me? Correct. I don't want a popcorn general. Oh man, I'm sorry.
You preaching now? Come on now.
I don't want a popcorn general.
Listen, here's what I was looking for, and this is no shade to anybody that I have given respect to, right? But each person that I was watching is almost like, and this is part of the reason why I do as many videos as I do, because I was like always looking for an update every day. I was like, there's nothing new today. It's a new day. Like, what's going? I'm looking around like, what's going? It's another day. It's been 3 days. It's been 4 days. Nobody's talking about this yet, and we're supposed to be getting stuff happening daily, right? So there's always something to talk about. So why is nobody talking about this every day? So that's the thing. Sometimes you see solutions in what you are watching. So a part of the reason why I think that you're up watching all the time. It sounds like me, man. I literally have my TV right here, right? So it literally will take some good food smelling out here. It's gonna take some work to get me out this room sometimes. You almost got to pay me to come out this room. I'm serious. almost got to pay me. But I say that to say, like, that's what I was always looking for. I was always looking at ways to improve and get better. And I think when you have that in you,
yeah,
that's what you go for all the time. You're always trying to get better. You have to find some time to relax and be proud of the things that you have done. And I'm trying to get better at that, because things are always happening. And because I'm like that day-to-day guy, I'm always what's happening today. Sometimes it's hard to sit back and take your own flowers in, and take care of yourself. But at the end of the day, I think that the people that just find a way to be consistent at whatever level they choose. If you've decided to be consistent on a weekly level, commit to that, right? Lambo, you were at a point where you were like weekly, right?
Yep.
I'm going to do this every week. What did that turn into?
Turn it every 2 weeks, and then me out there, man, trying to jump on every other thing I could possibly can. It went to 2 to 3 weeks, and then I was doing motivation. So I found what worked for me and what was in my lane.
So here's what I'm getting to, right? It started at one point. It started where your bandwidth was at certain level.
Yep.
After your consistency, whatever was happening in your life, right? You got to a point, whether it was your health or your family or whatever the motivations were, you said, I want to start at this level and I'm going to commit to this level, right? Yeah. Then from that point, you might have realized, well, I've committed to this level for a good amount of time. Maybe I could try to go to level 2 and commit to level 2, whatever level 2 is.
Facts.
For you. So what I'm seeing now is Lambo's on all the time.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. And Lambo's on social media, and Lambo's on at least twice a week, not just himself lifting something up himself, but y'all understand the work that it takes to coordinate guests on a week to week to week to week to week to week to week basis consistently.
Yeah.
Bro. So I'm just saying that you started at one place, but your consistency at that level, and then a mix of whatever happened in life, said it's time to level up. And then it's time to level up. And how do I level? See, there it go. See, I knew it was gonna happen. I get too handsy. We was just talking about this gonna happen. Hold on, we gonna fix this. Well,
y'all don't know why we joking. There you go. Y'all don't know why we joking, but we joking because that happened at the beginning, man.
It happened at the beginning. Y'all just missed that part. But that was the thumbs up telling me I need to wrap it up. Girl, you're talking. Wrap it up, brother.
Hey, you remember that from Dave Chappelle? Wrap it up.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think about that, Lambo.
Hey, I'm just saying, Lambo gonna put it out there like that.
Well, I'm glad you did it.
Hey, you already know, man. You on the Leverage Show, brother. You already know what you're gonna get out here, man. You're gonna get a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir. Coach Rashid.
My brother in the building, man. I want you to go ahead, man, and read this out. BOJ for me, man.
I will. Respect to Brother Lambo Drew, Brother BOJ. I'm always near. A bit busy now. I'll be back in a few. I had to drop in with BOJ in the house. Got love for the Leverage Show family. And I know the Leverage Show loves you back, but I got to let you know BOJ loves you back too.
Appreciate you, Coach, man. He already know, man. And I'm gonna say this to you, man. There's certain people like Coach, brothers who are near and dear, man. And I mean, this is real talk. A lot of us think, man, we're talking like all the time. We get a chance to tap in every day. And man, sometimes, man, let me be real with you, man. When I see people doing their thing, I get a chance to see a little bit of Coach on the social media, get a chance to see him drop in, man, every now and then and show love in here and stuff. And I get a chance to see BOJ and Big Ann and his wife and so many other people, man. We get that chance to see them, sporadically throughout, but we're always tapped in and near with each other. So when he actually comes on here, man, and shows love, it's a blessing to Lambo and blessing to BOJ. Because just the brother is a different brother, man.
Yeah, man.
Coach Rashid is
different.
Coach Rashid
is on it. Coach Rashid is on it, man.
Coach Rashid be, and like I said, let me tell you something. He don't know this, man. This is Lambo. Lambo gonna talk. There was we were in We were in DC, right?
Yeah.
And the first time we met, though, Coach, was last summer for the AMSIS event, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And for those and everything know, man, AMSIS was down there in crypto and stuff like that, where we had my brother Larry and everything, man. Shout out to Seeker.
Shout out to Larry.
Larry the Lion, brother. You know, and Duke. And shout out to Duke as well.
Duke, you a bad man, brother. Bad man, Duke.
Shout out to Duke, man.
Shout out to Duke.
He's over in Africa right now, man. It's just Duke being Duke. And I'm laughing when we got a chance to all meet. And we all out there, man. And we had so much fun outside the door that everybody was like, man, who in the world is out there? I'm like the Lion, they out there waiting for BOJ, y'all. They ain't waiting.
Oh, my goodness.
And Coach Rashid, he's out there, so we all taking pictures. So if people were opening the door, and I said this the last time, they're all looking out there. That's Lambo, that's BOJ, that's Coach Rashid, that's Steve Knight, man. It was hilarious, man.
Yeah, man.
And the love to see that wonderful time of us meeting, right?
Yeah.
Was just phenomenal. It was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And I always go back to that because that time of one of us connecting together, and so many leaders in one place, connecting together, and then we move fast forward to December to where we're in DC together. We're on stage, we're speaking, man, amongst each other and joking amongst each other and sharing time with each other. It was a beautiful thing, man. And we look at brothers like Coach Rashid, who's still at it, who's still out there, man, inspiring. Keep moving forward, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep raising them family, man. And I seen him turn that I don't want to say no age, brother, because I had to look at the cake. I had to look at it 2-3 times. I know that thing ain't say what I think it said.
What I think it said.
With the good eye. I said, Coach, hey, brother, keep it on, man. You still out there swinging. He out there still letting them fly, you know?
Hey, man. Let them fly, Coach.
Let them fly, Coach,
let
baby.
Them fly, Coach.
Let them fly, baby, man. It's a beautiful thing, man, to see our brothers, man, and really appreciate our brothers, man, who really are doing some things and continuously to keep moving in the right direction, man. And that's all we want to do, man. You give us our flowers, Coach, all the time. We gotta give you your flowers.
Gotta give you your flowers, Coach.
Right back, man. You know, truly, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, out there, man. That's all I say. Right? Yeah. Right, BOJ?
Yeah, a lot in a nutshell, right?
In a nutshell, man. Keep doing what you're doing out there, man, BOJ.
Keep doing what you're doing.
You know, now BOJ, man, before we get into the comments, man, I see y'all on here. Let's get through it real quick.
They figured out the movie. That's the movie. If you can't hang, you got to get out there. Get out the game.
You got to get out the game.
And listen, and to get in the YouTube game, the low, you know, all you got to do is start.
Brother, man, y'all get
all you got to do is start.
Y'all get in this game.
Post your best video. Put your camera on and say, hi, my name is Errol, and I'm here to talk about what I feel like talking about today.
Hey.
And then when you're done talking about it, say bye. Oh, don't forget my name is Errol. Like, subscribe, bye. And then do that every day until you figure out something you like talking about every day.
I'm trying to tell you, you're going to have an audience from somebody.
I'm trying to tell you, somebody's going to be watching.
Somebody's going to be watching.
Now, it might be family for a little while, and then they might stop watching too.
Hey, look at me.
But keep doing videos. Keep doing them. Keep posting them.
I tell you, your biggest supporters will be people you don't know.
That's right.
This brotherhood, even with this gentleman right here, Larry the Lion. Shout out
to Larry.
You know, this brotherhood right here just has been amazing.
Yeah.
You introduced me to Larry.
Yeah.
Lion, which Larry is actually celebrating a big birthday in December. So he better have you there, man. If he don't have you there,
hey, Larry, you heard it from him. You got my number though. We gonna talk. Yeah. We both got December birthdays now. I don't have.
I'm about to say.
You know, I'm not. I don't got birthdays either. You have to remind me when Larry's birthday is. I know mine is the 2nd. For those that want to cash at me.
Yeah.
December.
Put that cash app or that Zelle or that Venmo in, man, out there, man.
Y'all will see it on my Instagram when the time comes. Just go ahead and give that a follow too, and you'll see it when the time comes.
Make make sure you're following Banker Jharol on Instagram.
Yes.
And because he's killing the game, man. He be out there, man. He be in that golf game heavy too, boy. I mean, bro, you and Larry, man, big dogs talking about Coach Rashid, man. Appreciate you for that, man. Larry says he got his golf game together. Yes, he did.
It's coming along now. It's coming along. I'll tell y'all the story behind that when you're ready to hear it, but it's coming along. Yeah.
Did he do you like he did me?
What? What'd he do?
So Larry came here to Denver, right? So this is last year for T, his wife T's birthday in September. They came, hung out with us for about a week, right?
Yeah.
He came here, got me to Top Golf, right?
Yep.
Beating the life out of Larry, like beating the life out of him, right? And they know, Lambo game ain't even on a donut. My game below the donut, But I was beating the life out of Larry, man, for like, I don't know. It was a long time, right? It was a long time, right?
Yeah.
Beating the life out of him. I don't know what happened between that and the last set that he had. Like, I mean, the first sets, I'm tearing him up.
Yep.
The last set, I don't know where that came from. What the brother came from out back. It was like Clark just came out back. And I'm trying to tell you this right now. I just, it got ugly out there real quick. Larry I said, brother, you can't be out here embarrassing Lambo in Denver like this.
So you in my city, Lambo.
You in my city now. I can't really shoot no golf. I can't even hold the golf club the right way. But you not getting ready to come up here and do this to me like you did this to me.
Oh,
man. By
man.
the time I looked up, I mean, he lit the scoreboard up so bad. And I'm sitting in there just looking at him because I'm taking all the stuff in Top Golf that's right there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell you this right now. Larry's looking at me like, you going for these little holes right here. You need to be going all the way back there, Lambo. Like,
hit the fence, Lambo. Come on.
Go all the way back.
We need to see a 200-yard shot now.
I was about at a 25. I was good for about 25. I was good for about 25.
Larry, he was hitting those little chipping holes in the front. The red and the yellow. You was hitting the red and the yellow ones in the front.
That's me. That was Lambo. I was killing them, getting my points up, getting my little ducks up.
We're going to work on that, Lambo.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of social capital on the golf course there, brother.
Trust me,
I think you know that.
I missed a lot of deals out there, and I'm coming. I'm coming. I really am.
Yeah.
Just
now I'm gonna give you a little secret about Top Golf. I don't know how many people know this, but I'm gonna give you a little exclusive because I went to Top Golf, and everybody's trying to find the deal when it's gonna be the cheapest to go. Especially if you're a person that's just trying to get your reps in, right? You're just trying to get your swings in. You don't really want to be bothered by anybody. I just want my little lane, treat it like a driving range, and I got somebody to bring me water and beer if I want. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was going for. I said Tuesday mornings is when they got half off Tuesday, and I'm just gonna pop in and I'm gonna just go in and take a few cuts, right? So the guy saw me swinging. The guy that was bringing me water, he was like, "Hey, do you like golf? Do you like to, I'm enjoying it. Just got started, gave my whole spiel, just started a couple months ago, everything like that. So, usually that impresses people that are seeing me swing now that I've only been playing for a few months. So I'm just like, okay, we'll roll with that. So he says, if you come between 9 a.m. and noon, you can hit as long as you want for $15. They call it an AM play.
Really?
So now I'm in there two, three times a week. Sometimes they got little summer camps going on because it's still summer, but they, how they got 3 tiers, right? They got 3 levels usually. You go in there, you get yourself a lane. I'm in there 2.5 hours, just have them bring me water. Sometimes I'll get a little beer or whatever, but and that's one up on the real driving range because I don't have nobody bringing me water on the driving range.
Yeah.
But I got air conditioning and water.
Yeah.
At Top Golf for $15, and I can hit 200, 300 balls. So that's for those that want to go and investigate. But the golf game is coming together. But like I said before, it's about that work. You got to put that work in hitting that ball because I'm coming at it like a baseball player. That's what I played. I played baseball and football, and I'm up there like, let me hit a golf ball. That ain't how it works. Slow yourself down, jabroni. Because that ball does not move.
It sure don't. Because Lambo was I was trying to take it off the tee, boy. I was trying to put it up. I was trying to put it back there, and it was
It'll be looking right back at you.
Larry came back
on your backswing, and it's down there looking at you like,
look at me. I'm in there swinging so hard. Boom! You should see me. The ball just moving forward, going right off the end of it. I said, so you gonna do me like that? You really gonna do me like that? You know,
you gotta let. And Larry said you talk crazy when you winning too. So that might have been what knocked you down. You gotta keep your composure now.
You know me, because see, they know me. I used to play ball, man. But then I love shooting pool, man. I shoot pool one hand, brother. I'm gonna talk some smack to you, brother, out there. So you better come with a pool stick. You understand? Yeah. So golf is just a total different.
Yeah, man.
I haven't been blessed like that in that lane just yet. It's probably gonna come there sometime.
You'll get it.
But
watch some YouTube videos of Warren Sapp hitting the golf ball.
And you know, I met him just a month or two ago when he was here. And we was picking up luggage and stuff like that, man, at the same time. And amazing guy.
You got a picture, didn't you?
I took a picture of him, man.
I saw a picture.
Yeah, he get down.
You should look at his golf swing.
It's nice. Warren Sapp. Bruh, stop playing, man. I gotta do a little bit of that, man. I gotta check into that, man, because you're gonna make me do that, man.
You should check it out. Check it out.
Shout out to my guy, Degenerate Passive Income, man. What up, fellas, man? My guy Bruno X, killing the game. You guys gotta go like and subscribe to the channel, man. Man, if you ain't in Bruno X, I don't know where you been. Where you been? That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna just put my hat down like this. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm just saying, that's been a hot one, man. Shout out to my guy, Ryan, doing your thing, man. Appreciate all that you're doing, man. Showing love. Y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe to the channel, man, and the film, and keep doing what you're doing, man, out there, man. My baby says Larry, December the 7th, right? Larry says, I see it on IG. The homie is straight. Yeah, he's straight. BOJ killing it. BOJ killing it, man. If you ain't seen it, he killing it. He said the 5th, sis. She said she was close. Yes, you were, sis. Now my bro was talking bad in my face. I did. I was talking some smack. I was
it's just a little instant karma. That's what you got him back with, Larry. That's all that was.
Yeah.
You got him back, Larry.
It's all good, man. Look, I can't jump double dutch, but I can turn it, man. Because we're not even going there because Lambo can't even do that. Lambo talk crazy when he up. I sure do. I'm going to be talking, man. I was like my wife out here. He was.
He was talking crazy to him in front of his wife.
I sure was, boy. I was talking crazy, boy. I was talking that because Tika hit too, right?
Yeah.
Now, my wife is a little bit better than even Lambo, I must admit, with a golf club, man.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of scared to be doing anything in front of her face and stuff like that, man. So shout out to, my wonderful wife, man. Appreciate you, Coach, man, for the love and the prayers, brother. We on it, man.
We're going to have to get your golf game as good as your talk game.
Man, yeah, my talk game wasn't that good with the golf game. But moving on from that, man, listen, we got hot topics to talk about in this space, man. Let's get to it and stuff like that, man. Bill J, man, a lot of great things, man, have happened. Like you said, we talked about staying in this thing, man, just really doing what we do best, man. But what have you seen now that's been out that people can actually look to possibly park or even play into this space? Because everything now just seems so shady,
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about the crypto AMSIS event. Crypto program is out, We don't know if that's coming.
We've been waiting umpteen years for that. Some folks waiting a little longer than I would wait.
We talked about True Blue. What's the other one? True Blue.
Man. True Blue sent me an email every day about how rich I could be.
Yeah, I haven't even, I'm still figuring that out. Blue Ocean Society,
They ain't even cleared my my verification yet. I've been emailing support, like, what's going on? I may have to holler at Jamsy or something.
I don't know any
I don't
players
know.
going out with that. We had a hot one, man, that we gonna sit down here and talk about, man.
Let's do it.
That just recently wind up having some withdrawal issues, man. They was rocking and rolling. Let's
Yeah.
talk about trade like crazy, man.
Yep.
TLC.
TLC.
What is going on in this space when we talk about these juggernauts, and now to be able to see this other one possibly go out?
Listen, I say all the time, we've never seen a platform last forever, right?
Yeah.
We've never seen one last forever. Now, how long they last is out of our control too. So us playing in the space, we have to understand those things. So with TLC, my whole experience has been pretty much risk management. I got a little bonus for being on Sal's team because Sal was tied in real close in the very beginning, and he reached out to me and I said, you know what, I'm a player, so we're gonna get up and swing. Did I expect TLC to last this long that it has? I wasn't that impressed with the back office and things that were going on. I didn't know if the trading was real. We never really know if the trading is real anyway. But I especially didn't know because they were posting that it was real. So when they take the time to say, hey, it's real, I'm like, all right, is it really real? So all that being said, TLC was a platform that has lasted a lot longer than most platforms. I'm even bold enough to say it has lasted more than 95% of the platforms that are in this space.
Yeah.
Right. And which puts it in a great percentile when you're talking about what you could achieve if you roll the dice perfect pair, right? So if you're a person that rolled the dice perfect pair, this is what I mean by that. You're a person that right up front, you might have dropped a bag, right?
Yeah.
So you were able to withdraw maybe on a daily basis. We all know how the game goes, depending on what you deposit and depending on what their withdrawal limits are, that determines how often you can withdraw, right? If you want to withdraw every day, you got to think about what you're putting in. So some people, they put in enough to withdraw every day, right? Some people decide they want to compound to get to that point. They never really know if you're going to get to there. Compounding is a scary word in this space. I almost never suggest it, even though sometimes I do it because I know my risk. So all of this going on with TLC, they had some things that were new that still have not happened with a platform that I've ever seen. I've never seen a debit card attach itself to a platform like this and last or even get introduced for real. Every debit card that we know about, like the B Blacks and the Spritzes, they're not attached to platforms.
Yeah.
They are its own, they are their own thing. B Black is the American Express of crypto cards. Spritz is the thing that allows everyone to pretty much have the opportunity because they have a digital presence and all that different stuff. So I've never seen it attach themselves to a platform though. So when I think about TLC bringing stuff like insurance, like we never seen insurances attached to platforms like this. So all of these things, if you think about them really, as a person that's been in this space, and I'm kind of skeptical about everything that I see in this space, it makes me think if they get this done, this could be the one that's the real deal. But if they don't, then it was just telling people what they wanted to hear to get as much as they could before they decided to stop paying people.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to hear that their money is insured in this space?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't tell that to the hundreds of thousands of people that have learned hard lessons in this space? We would all to have loved that our money is insured. It's not.
Yeah.
This is not the bank. This is not FDIC. This is rough waters here. So people can choose to believe it or not. Like, and they gave a lot of different proofs, you know. And I'm not trying to say that it's not real. I just have never seen it. I've never seen a platform carry it out and it be successful for any span of time. That goes with a debit card. We've seen umpteen platforms talk about them launching apps and having debit cards and all this different stuff they're going to do. It never happens. It's just what they know we want to hear so that they can give a good little roadmap, say this is what we hope to accomplish. And then when we get to that roadmap, give an excuse why we haven't done it or why it's not successful. And then we don't see them no more.
Facts.
That's what happens. So I think at this point, now that I've had some time to digest, and shout out to Ant because he told me that he hadn't received a withdrawal for a few days. Wow. Had he not told me that, I was like, well, I was thinking it's working. I got the last withdrawal I did last week, and it wasn't of a lot. But in my video today, I went in there and said, I'm going to do a withdrawal for myself, and we're going to just find out for myself what's good.
Yeah.
Say this and that. It's going on in Hungary. It's going over here. Wherever it's going on at, I do believe it's affecting everybody because it usually is affecting everybody. And unless there are some cases like big promoters and people out there that brought in a lot of volume, they'll keep their slow drip on for a little while.
Yep. Because we know how this game goes.
That's how the game goes. You know, they're the ones that brought attention to the platform in the beginning, you know, in general. So not saying that we're all representatives and people of that nature, but at the same time, had not been for some people's influence, TLC would not be as big as it is right now.
Yeah.
Had it not been for the work that Sal Khan puts in, they would not be as big as they are right now. Yeah. I know that for a fact. Sal Khan is a special dude.
Yeah.
And he's putting in work that most people are not going to put in. They're just not, because of where he comes from, the things that he's had to fight through. He's a special dude. So all that being said, I'm not shocked about TLC. You can even ask Ant. Now, when he told me, I was like, wow, in the text message. You know how those wows are.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You hate to hear it, but are you that surprised? Nah. You try to do a little bit more investigative work to figure it out, but that's what this space is. You better ride the wave and get ready to look at whatever train is around to jump on next.
Yeah.
Because you can find yourself without a paddle for a little while if you're not diversified. So with TLC being one that's having some issues right now, it won't be the first. It ain't the first, and it won't be the last. So I just hope it's a lesson to people. I hope this is just another stop on the road, you know, and hopefully they come back and pay out and whatever issues that they're having, they can rectify those issues and get withdrawals out to people. But the longer that it takes to do that, the more chance that it's not going to do that. And one thing that has grown in me, or I won't say has grown, my patience for platforms when they stop paying.
Oh man, come on, yeah.
I ain't. Next, what's up? What's next? What's next? I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to do me like Amsis. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to do me like Novotech. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to do me like all these platforms. In my mind, let me thinking you're gonna come back and this, that. That's like that one that got away.
Yeah.
But you can only deal with the one that got away 1 or 2 times in your life. Before you're like trying to assess yourself, like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Why they keep getting away with me? It's because I ain't learned. I ain't learned how to play the game. So sometimes it's best to take a back seat and do some research and learn, or go do something else. That's okay. If it's people's time to get off the train, it's people's time to get off the train. That's that's between them and their own personal life journeys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's tough to hear about, but I want people to understand, those that are in here trying to figure out information about TLC and any platform that is having some issues like this, get used to the red flags in the space.
Facts.
One thing Lambo said a long time ago that has stuck with me, and it wasn't but a few words: slow pay turns to no pay. Yep. Lambo, that's genius. Even though it's negative, even though it doesn't really help in this instance, it teaches a lesson. It shows you a red flag in a very simple way to understand it. If a platform is doing one thing for a certain span of time, and then they're not. Yeah. You have to see it for what it is and move on. And if it comes back, it comes back.
Yeah.
It'll come back. It'll, but what we have found out the hard way is that they usually don't. About 99.99999% of the time, they don't come back. And when they do, they're going to slow drip a couple people just to mitigate some issues that they may be worried about or not worried about, and then they're going again. Nobody knows who the Petions are.
Come on now. Come on now.
Where are they? And they leave folks like us to deal with the mess.
Dude,
So I just decide from the jump. Look, everybody's choices are their choices. Let's be grown about this space for real. And we have to, of course, defend ourselves too. We have to protect ourselves, be knowledgeable, protect ourselves with knowledge, protect ourselves with awareness, protect ourselves with personal development. Those are ways to protect yourself in this space. And risk management. Protect yourself with risk management.
I just heard from, shout out to Unlimited Freedom, that somebody just dropped almost $400,000 in the Polyvera. And I said, what?
Yep.
I ain't know what more to say at that point. I said,
yep. Now listen. One thing I will say. One thing that I was not very hip to, because I had never experienced it, this, and I still have so much to learn.
Mm-hmm.
There are meme coins that are shooting, like I talked about this one called Sigma Chad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sigma Chad is one of the meme coins. It's on the Solana network. For those of you that know Solana network is one of those networks that allows you to kind of create your own cryptocurrency a little bit. They allow you to make your own tokens. You can design a token and put it out there, and people can, there's a community that can be built, and it can do some things, right? So this guy was trying to get me into Sigma Chad for a while. He's like, dude, you gotta check it out. You gotta check it out. I only put like $200 in. You gotta check it out, right? I like ignored it. He kept sending me screenshots of his balance going up and up and up and up and up. And of course, at a certain point, it went back down, right? But he literally in front of me, not theoretically, just through screenshot, whatever the word is for just showing me screenshots. It had went from like $250 to like $80,000.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hold on. What?
Yeah.
So if there's things going on like that, it makes me think in this very volatile crypto market, there is something out there that can enable somebody to make that kind of money to where they can make a deposit in something like Polyvera. Yeah. And or they could just be a whale. They could just out there be a whale, whatever. That's possible too. But do I agree with that? $400,000? Would I have done that? I would have had to have $400 million.
Yeah.
To deposit like $400,000.
Yeah.
In one of these platforms. That's just okay. Let's just see how much I can crank out of this till it's gone. So hopefully whatever that deposit is will pay out everybody that's in it right now for the next few months. Facts. Folks can just keep on cranking it out from that point, and whatever happens, because we already know who knows what can happen with Polyvera. But Polyvera is one of those that, I mean, I didn't put it in my book as a legacy platform. It's like Pegasus and Polyner and all those other ones that start with P. You know, there's another platform.
And
another platform.
See,
so,
and that's the thing that we find in this space, right?
Yep.
Where people are trying to figure out what is actually working.
Yep.
What is actually happening? What is actually something solid, right? And I shout out to Steve, striking Nike in the building. BOC was supposed to be solid, but it looks otherwise. Look at it. He meant
TLC.
Yeah. I say facts. All to bring in more money before they rug. Fake, 42 fake. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
And, shout out to Jay Ford in the building, man.
Jay Ford. Big five.
You already know, man. From the top, turnbuckle, Jay Ford. Fire! Make sure y'all guys go like, subscribe to my guy, man. You already know, man.
Shout out to you, Ford, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Brother, shout out to you, still doing what you're doing, man, in the building. My little brother in the building, man. Jay Williams, man. Appreciate you, Jay Weeds, man. You already know, man. Lambo, let me find out you play golf like Charles Barkley, bro.
Oh, my God. If you ain't seen his swing, check out his swing, too. Do a little side-by-side comparison. Warren Sapp and Charles Barkley. That'll be an interesting watch for you tonight. Anybody out there that's a golf fan, you probably know what. Obviously, Errol knows what I'm talking about.
I'm checking out that because you're gonna make me kind of look at that funny now.
Now you ain't gonna be out there looking like Charles now. And even Charles got his swing together a little bit. He can at least hit the ball straight now, so that's a good thing. It takes some time.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna make some stuff happen. You ain't got to worry about that, man.
And I know all them beautiful golf courses out there in Colorado. You got to be kidding me. If you having some Smiths up there, you playing golf, brother. So you better go on.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna get out there. Don't worry about it. Larry can come. He just can't swing. Larry, no, you can't swing. You're gonna have to sit right there on the sideline because we not getting ready to have this, man, around here, man.
You can come, but just lead him go.
You can't swing. I mean, golf clubs, brother. I put handcuffs on him. Stay right here next to the chair. I don't need you doing anything. Just stay right here next to the chair. You know what you're welcome about last time, man.
Oh man.
And that's the thing, man. BOJ, man. We look at a lot of this stuff that's out here, man.
Yeah.
Programs that's trying to come out with crypto cards that whatever happened to the Transact card and all of that. Talk to us.
Listen, I was not a person that got involved with Transact card because I'm looking for crypto option, right? Fact. And they didn't seem to provide that. So I was like, okay, well, there's crypto options. My niche is in crypto, so it doesn't make sense for me to link arms with that. If you want rewards points, go get an American Express card. You know what I'm saying? If you want rewards and different stuff like that, you want cash back, go get yourself a credit card. There's other ways to get cash back. But it just seemed like they had a decent model. They were trying to match their point dollar with a regular dollar. And I don't know what went on in the background, but at least they had the common courtesy to come on to people's emails and let folks know we're not going to be around anymore. That's one thing that I'll give them that I can't give a lot of these platforms in the space. They didn't keep coming up with a whole bunch of excuses after a certain point. They just said, hey, we're done. Now, they may have had some excuses for a little while because they were still trying to actually figure it out. But that's the difference between some of these platforms and a company like Transact Card. They were actually trying to figure out what the issue was. A lot of these platforms already know they're gone. They just have a script in place, probably. I don't know this, and believe me or not, I don't know this to be a fact. But it seems to me that they have like a script or something like on a wall. It's like, okay, on this date, we're going to pay. And then on this date, we're going to slow drip. And then on this date, we're going to tell somebody an excuse. And then on this date, we're going to give them a remedy to excuse that lets them do this, but it doesn't let them get paid still. And then by this date, we just going to be gone. So it ain't going to, it'll give everybody a chance to just realize what really happened. We gone already. And then we'll just hop back in and delete everything.
Dude. I got to give you the Lambo bell for that because I think that you're 100% right. Yeah. One of my favorite platforms, I told you was my number one platform. You seen that went down. They just had a big meeting in Dubai back in February, March, and you already know what this was, man. Not mail trade. I know you think about mail trade, but that's
the first thing that came to my mind.
No. My number one platform was Daisy.
Yeah.
Look what happened to Daisy at this point, man.
Yep. Even the people that established the Daisy Telegram group don't even know what's going on. They ain't even heard from the people that they correspond with.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then they want us to be in that limitless stuff.
Oh man, come on, man.
Like, how you gonna end Daisy like that? This was the only reason you even have a audience for Limitless, and you end Daisy like this, and you think we just gonna all just come up and? I know I didn't. Daisy was already difficult enough. It was already a task. I was like, how do I add my Tron Link wallet? What is this? And like, what are you having me do, Lambo? What is this?
But man, when it was there, it was good. And they changed the percentages. Then they started, then the trading started going down. Percentages that you were making started going down. Everything about, man, just everything in this space has just turned upside down. Even some big ones. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, bro. Even Daisy, man. It is what it is, man. We look at this space, BOJ, and looking back at it now, right? We see people who went to prison, going to prison, people who are just finding out what's next on the agenda, man. I heard Ocean Blues Society slow down. Yeah, yeah. Jay Ford, 100%, brother. It's if you have never seen what's going on with Blue Ocean or even know what's going on with Blue Ocean, some people may have requested payouts, man, and have not gotten even paid. You're talking about, man, a single payout. They keep going you from one island to the next. They made you do like this, what they made you do, like a verification or something like that.
Yeah, yep. It's like some kind of KYC they was trying to get you to do. And I went through that process. Like I was trying to get migrated. There was a migration that happened that some people did and some people didn't. The good thing that I thought that made BOS seem a little bit more legit was the fact that they were actually communicating with the people that had not migrated, right? So I was one of those people. I didn't migrate when they told everybody to migrate. And they're like, hey, we have record that you didn't migrate. You should migrate. They constantly, my upline was like, hey, you should migrate. And I was like, why is it so difficult? Yeah. Why is it so much? Is it because it's legit? Is it because I don't know? Sometimes the difficulty made me feel like the opportunities were better. And they could have been. AZ was a great opportunity for a long time, even though it was hard to kind of get the ball rolling if you didn't know anything past the regular space.
Yeah.
But once you got past the learning curve, it's like me in trading right now. I don't want to trade. Manually, because I don't want to go through that learning curve. I'd rather just find a PAM account. Why can't I just find a PAM account?
You can't say that. You can't say
I can't say
try to find a PAM account.
I said, why can't you just
you can try to, but you can't. But not even that is not safe. Where we got PAM accounts right now where people were, man, I mean, they were on point for months.
Yep.
They were on point. They were doing the thing. I mean, literally killing the game. And then people right now are like, what just happened? Accounts blew up, stuff drawdown, whatever the case may be. Months, and then all of a sudden, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing where people are trying to figure out what the heck we go. We go with Pam's. I shout out to even Tony D, right?
Yeah.
Tony D turned around, got everything Pam. Yeah. And then boom, Tony D was like literally like a couple weeks ago. I had to go to Tony D to find out information on stuff that should have been, I thought was gonna be publicated, right?
Yeah.
And Tony D had to come out, yo, this is what's coming out. This is what's happening, y'all.
Yeah.
And bringing the news down, I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I wanted to find this out from the actual sources that we actually went into. I had to find this out from you, and he's giving the full business of what's going on. And I'm like, oh my God, Tony, don't say that because people put so much trust in this. But I'm so thankful of the leaders who are in PAM accounts who let people know this is risk capital. This is what this is about. Only risk that you are afford and willing to lose.
That's right. That's right.
I'm so thankful for that.
Yep.
Had that not been the case, we're thinking everything is it's like the goose that laid the golden egg.
Yeah.
That's not the case with these projects, man. Tony D, man, if it had not been for him, man, I'm trying to tell you, Lambo will still be in the dark about some of this stuff. Because I was like, man, like you said earlier, ain't no videos being made. Where this video at? What's going on here? What's going on here? We just gonna pivot and not talk about this elephant sitting in the room. We're gonna walk through this door. I see these elephants sitting in my front living room. Everybody sitting in there drinking tea and coffee. We ain't gonna talk about this elephant right here. Y'all don't see that? Look at this over here. Look at this elephant right over here. We don't. So my mental game when it comes to this is like, what do you do with direction? And I tell people in this space, being real with you, there are so many other more solid things that are out there. Use the money or resources that you are willing and can afford to lose to be into these other places that can do great runs at a time, that can make consistent money for a time. But you know it's not going to last forever. It's almost like taking a pop in a Viagra. Sometimes you're gonna have fun, Up until that pill is out of your system, and
You might be blind. You might
be blind. You don't never
you might
know.
get both at the same time. You might have some blind fun.
You're in for a good time, but sometimes it's got to come to an end. You know, it ain't a one and done.
Lord.
So you got to know when the thrill is over with after this.
Yep,
man.
that's right.
So it's just, for me, that's the mindset we have to have in this space.
Yep.
And that when we see this thing, we have to know where we're at, like where are we focused on?
That's right.
What are we really doing? How much risk are we risking, right?
Yeah.
I have people to this day contact me about, hey, is Novatech coming back? Lambo is AMS coming back, crypto program coming back. Have you heard about this stuff?
Yeah.
And I have to literally tell them, I say, listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I would love to tell y'all that, boom, I can snap a finger and this thing is coming back. And the well goes on. We went from Novatech, right? From a possibility of shutting down till all of a sudden, boom, things happen. Then shout out to you doing an interview with my brother Dab. Shout out to Dab out there, being real and coming transparent of everything happening. We hearing rumors flying all over the place, man. Rumors flying about BOJ. Rumors like, what's going on? Like, what are they doing with you? And you's like, yo, Lambo, I keep it 100, whatever what I do. It is what it is.
Yep.
I think that these spaces for us, though, BOJ, they're for us to tell the truth, for us to come out there and talk about it, when when it's hard to have a conversation.
That's right.
You understand?
Yeah. That's the way. I mean, that's literally how I built my channel. You know, I wanted to tell people what was going on, the truth about how these platforms can be hyped up to be. That's why they call them hypes, right? It's a play on the word. It's a play on the acronym, but at the same time, it is real. They hype these joints up. That's on every monitor. They got hype monitors and all these folks with flashing lights. It's literally like the casino. Buy now, play now, win now. You know what I'm saying? Because we all want instant gratification. We all want a little bit of instant gratification. We all want to be able to say, I put 10 grand in today and made 50 grand tomorrow or tonight. Who wouldn't want to say that? I
ain't gonna lie. Last year, around this time, we had one program that was moving so much. You remember that?
It's hard to forget. Do I remember? It's hard to forget.
We had one program that was moving so much last year, boy. Oh boy. BOJ was out there. What AP I'm gonna buy this?
I didn't get that far now. I was
okay. What roller I'm gonna get this month?
I said, what Apple Watch skin am I gonna put on?
I don't even want to hear that, man.
Am I gonna get the sterling silver one with the rose gold in the middle, or I'm gonna put the active one, the one I can sweat in, the one that look like Gucci but it's really fluchy? It got the Gucci colors on it though. It got the black, red, and the green. If it was an AP, hold on. If it was an AP, it was because I took this Sharpie right here and wrote AP on it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, last year, this time.
Yeah, man, it was a good time last year for sure.
We was killing it.
We was killing it, man. A lot of people was killing it. A lot of people was killing it, man. We was hearing success stories, you know, left and right. Folks were buying things they couldn't afford, you know, at least thinking about it, dreaming about it. We was doing things. But that's what tells me is powerful about a community.
Yeah.
You know, everything's good when the community is making money together. Everything, we can have a good time.
Yeah.
We can have some good, memorable times. It's when the money falls out and people start doing this and this is your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault. It's your fault.
Tell me, how do you handle that, though, BOJ? Let us
know. How do I handle people saying it's my fault, or how do I
saying it's your fault, man? And like you made me lose my money. They get into the comments. You're all about, man, just being a referral junkie and all that. How do you handle that, BOJ?
All that tells me is that they don't pay attention. Mm-hmm. They don't know me. If anybody says that to me, that just tells me they're not paying attention. They're not really listening. They just see me pop up. You know, there's a person that trolls me all the time, and I think he's a brother. It'd be funny. It'd be funny. The most haters I get are the folk that look like me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he'll get on every now and then and be like, here you go, promoting people, these scams, tricking people out their money again. I'm like, obviously you don't you don't even listen to what I say. Yeah. If anything, I'm helping people make a decision whether they want to do it or not.
Facts.
Now, I'm not telling nobody what to do, but let's be real. If somebody is watching me do something, they have an opportunity to do what? Learn. Yep. If you're watching me throw a football and you see me put my finger on them laces and I come out and I throw a perfect spiral, and that's what you want to do. You want to throw a perfect spiral. You might see me catch that ball back and say, where did he put his hands at?
Yeah.
How do he maneuver his fingers on that ball? When he went back like this, like where was his release? Like what? You might start looking at different things like that. That isn't necessarily me telling you that you should be throwing a football.
Come on now.
But that is me showing you something that you wanted to do anyway, but you didn't know exactly how to get it done. You just saw me do it. So I don't take that personal. I don't take it personal. Just like all of us really shouldn't be taking a lot of stuff personal. You know what I'm saying? If it's not causing any bodily harm to us, if it's not, putting us in jail or anything like that, positions like that, we shouldn't be taking a whole lot personal. And I'm getting better at that because sometimes I got time for folk.
Yeah. And you be in the comments going in.
I do. I say, look, whatever I say. Whatever I say in the comment probably took me about 7 seconds to think of it.
Dude, I'm looking at that, man, because leader in the space, BLJ, been out here for a few years, voice so powerful to so many people. And when platforms go down and you're seeing people point fingers and everything else, and then you're thinking to yourself, man, do I still have it? How do you bring confidence to yourself as a leader, as somebody of influence, being out here saying, do I still have it even after all of this and all you guys are saying? And do I have the ability to come back out here another week and promote even more platforms that has the possibility of really changing someone's life for the good?
Yeah. Well, here's the way I think about promoting platforms. I don't really promote platforms. I promote my experience in those platforms. So I make it really selfish, right? I kind of make it about me.
Yeah.
And that's a defense for different reasons. But what it also allows me to do is self-reflect, right? So I didn't get started for the people. I didn't start this necessarily for the people. I started this because I was intrigued enough in this space to start documenting my own experiences in them. So it was always about me, whether folks think it's selfish or not. But that's the way it started. It evolved into something that became more about the people because the people were the ones watching. The people were the reasons why I was getting these crazy, rewards in some of these platforms. You know what I'm saying? So it became about them. But the one thing that I always told myself is I didn't do it for that. I did it because I was interested and I wanted to take the time to learn about YouTube. And this seemed like a good opportunity to learn and in a space that I could put up consistent content and learn. So I go back to that. I think about my consistency. I think about what I've done every time a platform has gone down. What do? We strap our laces back up and we keep going. So everyone, I've told myself, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. So that's where I'm at. We just keep going. We just keep going. And that may be to my fault one day. That could be to my fault one day. But it won't be for lack of trying. Nothing that happens to me will ever be because of lack of effort.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I've just decided about my own life. No matter what happens, if anything fails around me, if my marriage fails, if my son goes off the wall, if because I was off the wall to my dad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had to leave it in God's hands. You know what I'm saying? He had to figure that, and I had to do that same thing too. But I say all that to say, you got to come back to where you started. And if where you started wasn't a place of authenticity, if it wasn't a place where you had your own convictions about it, you had your own reasons to wake up and do it. If you were always doing it for somebody else, it won't last.
Facts.
If you're doing it for yourself, if you're doing it for things that motivate you on a day-to-day, like it'll last. You know what I'm saying? It'll keep going. So people can say whatever they want to say. All right. As long as there's no harm caused to my family, you know what I'm saying? As long as, we can deal with slander. Lawyers deal with slander too, y'all.
Facts.
Little note. So watch what you say.
Mm.
All of us watch what we say. That goes for everyone. That goes for us.
Yeah.
And that goes for the slanderous folks out there. If you feel like you want to go far enough and start talking things that ain't true, you could have something showing up at your door.
Boy, I don't want to get started about that, man.
Yeah, we don't gotta go too deep.
We ain't gotta go too deep.
Ain't gotta go too deep.
We ain't gotta go too deep.
That's what keeps me going, man. And then of course, I got my own motivations too. Everybody's got their own motivations aside from the space, and this is if something is feeding you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, even if it's not the only place you're eating.
Yep.
You might go stop and go and corral every now and then. You've been to Morton's, you've been to Hank's, but you might just pull up at the McDonald's every now and then and get yourself some hot fries and a McDouble or two. You know what I'm saying? So don't
I gotta stroke my beard because that's some BOJ type places.
You know what I'm saying?
Lambo just trying to figure out, man, how we gonna do on that aisle too,
between the oodles and the noodles.
Between the oodles and the noodles, what life decision I gotta make today? I got 27 cents right here.
And I done already traded in my EBT with my homie.
EBT, he already done. He like looking at me like, hey, bro. So you really trying to do this, right? You really want to decline for me, or you want to go ahead? You want to go ahead and get you a pass this time?
Huh? And listen, sometimes you gotta go through that oodles and noodles, man.
Yeah,
believe it or not, y'all, I done went to my oodles and noodles since y'all done see my face on YouTube.
Yeah.
It ain't always been that stuff was rolling in on the dollar, was cranking that crypto every day. But you speak some things into existence. You say whatever you say you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You might not be surprised. It might just happen to you.
Yeah.
Mm.
The thing you gotta remember, man. Let me say this too. And I was saying we shared this earlier, right? Shout out to Jay Ford and Tony DB on it, Steve. Yeah, man. Elevate did everyone in last week, man. We seen that one coming, man. Snap a finger, all of that good stuff for real. Jay Ford said the way I look at it, it's no different than watching someone play the slots and win big and trying it yourself to see what happens. Facts.
That's right.
Facts.
There it is.
Well, that's wisdom. As we was talking earlier, I was telling you, man, that so many people in this space, you ride that wave of being up, and I remember we could sit down here and BOJ, I'm getting ready to go real with you.
Yeah.
We could call out last year what our top 5 plays were. Easy. What's your top 5? If I ask you the same thing now, BOJ, give me 5 top plays.
5? I'll be like, you want 5?
I want 5. I need 5. BOJ. Okay, all right. Give me 3. Give me 3.
Oh man.
Give me 3. What would you say?
What would I say? I would say my number 2 and my number 1. I can't even talk about.
Okay.
They're in the private sector of BOJ. So for those that don't know where the private plays are on BOJ's, go in the description of my YouTube channel's latest videos and just do some exploration. All right. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Does one of them start with like an arbitrage or have arbitrage in it?
It's got it in the name.
That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear.
It might be something short for arbitrage.
Yep.
Still use similar letters, but take a few out.
Yep.
Man, I have really, and those of you that have been watching my channel, I've been intrigued always with these different Telegram opportunities, right? The first Telegram opportunity that really intrigued me was Garali.
Okay.
It was like a doubler like 2 years ago, right?
Okay.
It was doubling people's Bitcoin every 4 days. And this was all going on Telegram. And it was working for like 3 weeks. Like, imagine that, right? So there are these apps, these mini apps that have ecosystems and use case. Of course, we all know about gaming in the DeFi world now. There are people that actually make a living playing some of these games and earning through these games, right? So Telegram has communities all over the place, billions of users on Telegram. And there are people that develop these apps, kind of like having a game on your phone, these tap apps and different things of that nature. But there was one in particular, I believe it was called Notcoin. And Notcoin started off as like a little game that you could play on Telegram. It built a community. It turned into this big, huge project that millions and millions of people were using and playing the game and virtual currencies and different things of that nature. And based on what I was able to gather, is that the Notcoin actually became an actual cryptocurrency and is now currently on CoinMarketCap still, so it's still an opportunity for people to accumulate this coin. So I saw Jamsey playing it, a few other folks, Jackson was playing it, I was like, what is this hamster nonsense?
Yeah.
And why are people playing it if they're not making money?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. Now I get passing time games, but why are we sharing this with others? Why are we doing little screenshot videos of tapping on the phone and just posting it? Just, all you see is the little 11s and 9s and all the little numbers popping up. It's like, why are people doing that? So naturally I got intrigued and I was like, why are these other leaders involved in this? And I did the research. There's this guy on Telegram I forget his name now, but we'll talk about it later. I'll give it to who to look up and you can give it to the community. But I talked about this on my channel. But if Hamster Combat, with its hundreds of millions of members, and some of the things that they're doing, like educating people through YouTube videos and different stuff like that, this app that they've created is genius for building a community. It gives people a reason to play the game. It educates people about the space. I literally have a video that I have to watch for like 100. I'm gonna fix this real quick. It's worth 100,000 little virtual whatever coins, right? But it's teaching you how to read the chart to trade. And it's a hamster that teaches you this. So whether you like hamsters or not, I think it's general information that any age range can benefit from. So not only are they educating people on the space of crypto and trading and all the things that are going on in financial literacy, but they also have a game to play. And this coin that starts off as a virtual currency can actually, on the TON network, which is the fastest blockchain network available right now.
Yeah.
It's like, if you can turn that little hamster coin into a real coin and you have a community of millions, there's value there. And if this game is allowing you to earn this coin and it's on the TON, there's TON wallets. I learned about TON wallets and different things of that nature. There's an opportunity there. So I said, well, let me go on and see about this game. So I like Hamster Combat because of what other apps like this have done and that I just recently learned about. I was ignorant as all get out before I decided to say, why are people tapping this screen to play this game? So sometimes it takes that. So that's an interesting little wild card play. I'll say that's a wild card play. So I'll throw that in on the side. Aladdin Royal, right?
I seen you talk about that. I didn't know if it was a Aladdin bot, like the Aladdin bot.
Right. So we've had some Aladdins in our past in this space, right? And like all platforms come and go, it came and went, right? Mm-hmm. But this Aladdin Royal, they're not saying it won't come and go, but it's along the same lines of that Telegram mini game type of situation, right? Now, I don't know what Telegram has in place to keep scams and different things out of their apparatuses, especially on a level like this where we got folks developing whole applications. It's
Right.
different. It's different than just having like a little bot running, right?
Right.
This is a whole application that you click and start up, and it has buttons you press inside it like it's an actual Web3 website. So that kind of technology has been intriguing to me, and it's doing 5% a day. So it's putting together
5% a day.
I said 5% a day. And it's accruing every second. So if a person were to be one of those whales that put in that 400,000, they could literally sit there and withdraw like all day long.
All day. This right here, man. So this right here, you got casino. You ready for the casino?
That's the casino right there. But it's a little bit more fun than some of these other ones because it is right there on your phone. It's an app on a Telegram. And the thing about these apps on Telegram is we all use Telegram.
Yeah.
We have been using Telegram as a communication apparatus for a long time, whether it was just getting communication from platforms or communicating with each other or creating communities to communicate with each other about things. I think, Lambo, you have like 12 Telegram channels right now, something like that.
Yeah, man.
That was a joke. I know you only have a couple, bro.
Yeah, I got like 2. That's it.
I know I've got a whole bunch. But all that being said, I think that's another interesting play. So narrow it down. I like Hamster Combat as a wild card. So that's my wild card outside my top 3 because it's not even really making any money right now. It's just a thought. It's a theory, but I like the concept. My number 3 would probably have to be the Aladdin Royal opportunity. I think it's just a hype. It gives you a fun little chance to make some things happen. Polyvera is surprisingly still in the runnings because it's just been around for a little while.
Yeah.
There's some platforms I'm not sure of because they've been here, like Liquidix. I don't know if you know about Liquidix.
I heard of Liquidix.
Liquidix I've been in for like a year, right? And I haven't done any withdrawals from it for quite some time. I did some bigger withdrawals from it because I put in some big money. And then when everything shifted, I was like, I need to come and try to get something back. And try to pull this out the space a little bit. But I was able to do that. I was able to pull it out. So I've got a few thousand in there, and I've got to check on that. I'm not really willing to put it in my top 3, but it's another honorable mention. But honestly, my number 1 and number 2 platforms, I can't even share publicly. And I think that that's one of those things that it's fortunate and it's unfortunate because it keeps things that we want to be around out of the public eye so people can't mess it up. It has to be messed up from inside if it gets messed up. It can't be somebody saying, oh, it's the outside that messed it up. It happened on the inside. So there's a lot of blame that goes to influencers and people like myself. You know, people like to blame us for platforms going away just because we decided to talk about it on YouTube. So they think it brings some extra attention that they didn't necessarily want. But how else are you going to get business? You got to have people talking about it. So there are ways to figure it out. You can set up groups that are a little bit more private, keep things close to the chest. And I think I'm going to try that this time. I think I'm going to see what that does. Of course, we're always going to find quick hitters and different things like that we can share on YouTube, folks that really want to get into that. But for the things that I put them in 2 categories, right? Mm-hmm. There's things I would talk about on YouTube. Then there's things I would share with my family.
Facts.
Right? So for the Lambo Drew family, for folks here, for the Leverage Show family, go to the private play Telegram.
Hey.
Just go there. Go there first, actually. Go into the description of my latest videos. Find the link where it says BOJ Private Plays. Get in that Telegram. Get there. Those are the ones I feel the best about. All right. And I'll tell that to you guys. And I'll probably do a separate video on YouTube just to let folks know and remind people that I actually do have that group. Because some people I have a lot of groups. Like in some platforms, I have groups for that are not even here anymore. So I'm really like using those groups to promote other things. Yeah. So it is what it is. It's my group. I can do what I want. But all that being said, the stuff that I would tell my family, I keep that close to the chest now. I keep it close to the chest. And for those of you that want to be close to my chest, get in the Telegram, the private play Telegram.
Facts. You know, I got one that, and I don't know if you use, I don't know if it's in there or not.
Yeah.
But have you heard of Traj Tech?
I have.
How do you,
and that's
okay, bet. Trade Tribe. Which they're gonna be on here next week speaking on that, man.
Yes.
I like that, man.
So I have been reached out by them, and shout out to their team because they're doing a great job and staying on me. Sometimes I need to be stayed on. You know, I got a lot of things going on. I got a baby, I got a wife, I'm a traveling musician. I be on the road, so there's a lot of stuff going on. So I appreciate people that can continuously kind of stay with me on that, and their leadership team has stayed with me on it. For me, it's just having the right time to really know what I'm going to be talking about, what I can talk about, if I can talk about it. But the fact that they're still around to talk about is testament number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they've been talking to me for quite some time, and I'm sure you're already involved.
Oh, Lambo came to you about it too, man. You know?
Yeah. So the knowledge has to be gained of what's going on. I have to click in a little bit and get my ducats in a row, and we all know what that means.
So,
you know?
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued by what they've got going on, and I like how they're doing it. I like the communication that they're having. Those that watch my channel know that I really care about two things. I care about these platforms communicating with their communities and then paying out.
Facts.
Those are the two things I worry about. If they're not communicating with you, then they better be paying out. If they're not paying out, then they better be communicating with you.
Yep.
And if they're not doing either, you might as well kick them on down the street.
Yep.
As far as you can punt them, go ahead and get your Pat McAfee on and punt them. Punt them jokes.
You know, and see, that's what I'm saying when we look at what's out here, right? Mm-hmm. When we look at what's out here.
Yep.
Stuff that I was yelling on my show a few months back.
Yeah.
You don't hear Lambo yelling on there.
Yeah.
I was in there. I was like, man, dude, these guys are killing it, man.
Yep.
I look back and I'm just like, man, they didn't just got killed out here. You know, like it's a slaughterhouse, man.
Yeah. It's hard for me, like I said before, and we talked about this pre-show, and we've talked about this long before, like when we joke about Mayo trade and how excited you were so excited. You're so excited to show me this Mayo trade. And I was like, bro, the name is Mayo Trade.
Yeah.
Like mayonnaise trade. Like, and I'm an undercover brother fan. So I already got mayonnaise jokes forever. He came at me talking about some Mayo trade. So, but anyway, all jokes aside, like I have a hard time really getting excited about the platform. I can get excited about the opportunities that it presents us, right?
Yeah.
The platform itself, I ain't losing my cool off you. Yeah. I like this opportunity, and these opportunities are going to continue to present themselves. So I can't get so wrapped up around the name of 1 or 2 or 5 or 10.
Yeah,
that's why it's hard to do a top 3. I answered the call. Brother Anthony sent out a call, and he was like, "I want everybody that's in the space, put out your top 3." You know, and I think it was more of a call to action to get people to be motivated about putting out content. You know, get something out there. That, you know, whether it's your top 3 losers in the space all time.
Facts.
Something out there. So I think that's what that was. I think it was more of a call to action than it was, you know, it was probably a little bit of trying to figure out. But now it used to be just TLC was left. Now all the ones that from that call to action that I was talking about are all having issues or are gone. And that is what happens in this space. We can't get too attached. We cannot fall in love with none of these platforms.
Oh.
We can like them and we can love the opportunity that they present us, but don't fall in love with the platform because they don't love you back.
Yeah.
They love you. They like you for a little while because you're feeding them. And then we expect them to feed us too.
Facts.
So when that expectation ain't met, it's supposed to be win-win, but you know, in this space it's very rare that it's win-win. So that's another reason why I think that people aren't really tapping in like that for real. They're getting more hip. They're starting to understand what this space is. It's for fun. It's a crapshoot. It's playing dice. It's pulling the casino bar. It's betting on the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. It's just never gonna happen.
You facts about that, Yeah, the Dallas ain't gonna never win the Super Bowl. I'm not going about that, man. They won their champs on that. Big ain't say all of my top 3 are out also.
Yeah, man. and then you just what you do is you just get a new top 3.
I just so it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So and Steve, he's going in here about how the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. He's sitting here joking, man. I look at this, right?
Yeah.
Because what used to be so clear, I'm like, man, this is clear as day. It's different to me now.
Yep. My
top 3 now have, which is one, I love that. Lunch money has been good. If nobody's in lunch money, I don't know what you are waiting out for. Lunch money has been a good payout.
Yeah.
That's been paying out. That's been, shout out to Tony on that. Tony D for that, man.
Yeah.
Lunch money has been good.
Okay.
And then I had 2 back, but this is a whole different order. You understand?
Yeah.
Where we started from.
Yep.
The second one, I have to go ahead and I got to say it. I have to talk to both of them at this time. I like BX. BX is good. You know what it is. Shout out to that.
BX.
My guy, Ryan from Degenerate Passive Income, man. I like BX. So
I did my research on BX.
Don't worry about it. That's been
I know you got me.
Solid. That's been solid. I like those plays so far, and that's been a play running since 2022. So you look at that. But the third one has changed my perspective. Mm-hmm. And I really had to look at whether that's 3 or it's a possibility of 4. Just being straight up. But then I had to look back at who the leaders were.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to look at what they're doing and how they're doing it. And I got a chance to look at Traj, which we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a chance to really look at Trade Tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And I really have to give it to Trade Tribe.
Yeah.
Because of the way the structural system of the referral bonus that's paid out. Mm-hmm. And where they take it from out of the membership than taking it from the pot.
Mm-hmm.
And after they pay the membership, there's so much reserve still left over where they can do that at the levels they can do that. And they actually put their money up into it.
Mm.
David Cashwell put his money up.
Yeah.
His own money.
Yeah.
Brian Rhodes actually put his money into it. His own money. Tim Whiter actually put his money into it. I knew when they were getting it together. And Trader Jake is a trader.
Yeah.
My biggest thing I asked him was, where's your DDoSO tax? Or is there anything that's going to happen that literally takes money from the platform or gets the actual crypto wallets, extracts the actual money from the crypto wallets, and then boom, leads people, man, held captive to a website. They say, Lambo, we were so smart about it. That website holds no liquidity of no token value at all.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? I said it can fold today or tomorrow. They can capture it. Pirates can go today or tomorrow. There's no liquidity within that.
Yep.
And I said, are you kidding me? They say, we thought about all of this stuff beforehand.
Yep.
So while it's off, you're able to get referrals 5 levels deep.
Mm-hmm.
And you're taking from the actual pot of membership bonus of $250. It's $250 a membership.
Okay. Is that for a year?
Huh? Yeah, that's
for one time.
No, I think it's quarterly. I think you're paying membership. So that tells you that there's constant money flowing.
Oh yeah.
Membership.
And there better be results too if people are paying $250 every quarter for
you're making 20% a month.
Well,
you're 20-25% a month.
I might have to do some research.
I'm telling you what.
Now, let me ask you this, just for the sake of myself, and I know we're kind of talking in front of everybody, but is this something that you're able to talk about?
Yeah. We're going to be talking about it.
Okay,
and
cool.
boom, they've everything about that, like I said, they'll be on broadcast next Thursday. We're heating it up again.
Okay, you can say that. Yep.
Trade Tribe, I think to me, when I'm looking at everything looking forward,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking at the wallet that it actually goes to,
Yeah.
it's not a wallet that actually you're going to be some mystery wallet.
Yeah.
It's one wallet at this point.
Yep.
That's already in trade. That comes back to you from your wallet. There is no third, fourth, fifth party wallet. It's not like that. So that would be like me sending money to BOJ. BOJ trades it. Yo, Lambo, let me go ahead and give you your flip back.
Yep.
Boom. I 100% love that.
Yep.
Now at this point, I'm looking at the referrals, I'm looking at memberships, and I'm looking at what this downline could be. And we're able to really cash in. I know, hey, it's only 20%, 15, 20%. It's you're either going to get either 15 or 20%, whatever you want.
Right. Right.
It ain't no 25, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%.
Right.
But if I'm working the system right and I'm helping people along the line, guess what? I'm helping change somebody's life.
That's right. That's right.
There's new money constantly coming in every single quarter.
That's right.
So you got to pay your $250. So at this point, I'm looking at that. And when they broke that whole concept down to me and they kept saying, Lambo, you won't find it. They say, I will pay you for the year if you find something out here like this.
Mm.
And I said, you're making me put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah, you say something like that.
Yeah, you're making me put my money where my mouth is now.
Yeah.
Give me something out there that's like this, that this transparent. And that you're still able to earn levels down and you're still able to feed a community at this point. At that point, I have to give a strong number 3 to them.
Okay.
Strong.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt, strong.
Yep.
And that's not Lambo just shooting or gassing you up.
They earned it.
We looking at it from the eyesight we see now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then going on ahead and doing that. So we got a PAM account. My number 1 PAM account, you already know. We're not even gonna go there, but you know you can hit Lambo up. My number 1 PAM account was another PAM account that was before then, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You already know. Lambo looking at you side eye because we already know.
Yeah.
You can hit me up. We got to make a video.
We gon'
Okay. And then so it has to go to lunch money at this point.
Yep.
We had BX, second one, third one, hands down, Trade Tribe.
Cool.
That's my order. That's my top 3. I don't have a top 5.
Yeah.
There ain't 5 I can really pick from it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like 5. You want me to name 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask at this time in this space. There aren't 5 things that, and then maybe there are. Maybe we're not as.
Well, no.
I
2
feel
of
like
them actually, if we actually go down to it,
yeah,
we got 2 of them, which we talked about. Traj being one of them, right? And you have
there's
another one.
There's another one I didn't mention. Can't really do a whole lot of, but I feel I can mention the name has something to do with integrity.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
well, yeah. There's lots of AI technology out here.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's 5. If we're talking serious,
yeah,
those 5.
Yep.
I like those 5.
Yep, I do too. And I added one just based off what I added 2 actually based on what you just said. 2 I had never even heard of before, and then 1 I just hadn't tapped in. But I've been in communication with their leadership. So
if we're looking at that,
yep,
we can have that. Let's be real. We can have that.
That's
now
right.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm getting ready to give you a flip.
Are
you doing the walking one, the exercise one?
I'm not. And you know what? I probably should be, because I'm doing a lot of running and walking now, a lot more than I had ever done in my life. Like I'm going on 4 and 5. So here's what motivated me. And shout out to Croc, right?
Yeah.
And Croc and Anthony Deloach start doing their runs and walks. I was like, ain't no way. I got a little competitiveness in me. And I was like, ain't no way I'm not going to get out here and get myself together.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. And I just started getting to walking and different stuff like that. So I have not gotten into that one yet, but it would make perfect sense to do that. I literally get mad if I don't charge my Apple Watch in time to take it out on my walk with me. Like honestly, so I probably should tap into that. And my guy Quentin, I know he's in that joint too. So all I got to do is make a few phone calls, and I'll have all the information I need. But I didn't know if it was still running because this is like the second or third thing that I've seen like this, and I haven't seen anything really like in excite people enough to really tap in. Like, is it just because we're lazy and we're not getting the walking in?
I think it's 100% that. I'm gonna just be real with you. You know, let's even talk about this, right?
Okay.
Because we have these health and wellness type of things that come up.
Yep.
You're in Live Good, right?
Live Good. Yep. Still in Live Good. Still in Live Good. Still have super greens. I still use their CBD. I used to keep something like right over here on my desk. Yeah. It's like CBD oil. But I still use all that stuff, and it's cost effective. It gets here fast. Like all of the products were legit products. Their super reds and their super greens are great products. I haven't been tapped into them. I'm still getting paid though. They still pay me when people buy the product because there's still a product available. So
Bill J, we have to much admit. We can reason to reason with this.
Yep.
There's still a lot of good things
out there. Yes.
Even though we are in turbulent times with a lot of this other stuff.
That's correct.
Because we're in the casino. We love the casino, right? You love the casino when the casino is hitting. When the casino's not hitting and it's taking your money, you're cursing the casino and wagging your finger, right?
Yep.
You know, and so we look at all of this stuff, you know, and then now we're asking ourselves, where do you go from here? What's the next thing? But we're seeing a lot of things that have a lot of utility behind it.
That's right. That's right.
I'm thinking you may have to do a top 5, BOJ.
All around top 5?
All around top 5 on the channel.
All around top 5. Let's see if I can do this because I wouldn't even prepare to give no top 5. Do I have to do it in a particular order?
You ain't got to do it in no particular order, man.
Okay. Man. Okay, so I am a fan of accumulating precious metals. I accumulate silver and gold. So at cost metals is my preferred place to buy silver and gold. So I'm gonna have that as my one of my top 5. Go ahead. What you hold me up?
Hold on. I'm gonna let you go ahead. What is going on with that? Where is the drum? We got to get this drum roll. What is going on with that? Because there was a big announcement, and I've heard so many people been asking even Lambo about that. Where are they at with rolling out a lot of stuff that was once rolled out months ago, and a lot of steam that was heading to that? Give us the rundown.
Well, honestly, I may not be the most equipped person to give you the rundown on that. What I did when I first joined is I purchased the membership, and that allowed me to have the option to buy metals at cost. So then I did a test buy of a few silver coins that I really like. Got them right here.
Yep.
Right, they are. This is Nomostatic. Where is it? This is a 2023 silver dollar. It's got the Eagle MS70. It's got the all the specs on it, whatever. I don't know too much about it. I just know I need to be accumulating it, right?
Yeah.
So I bought that, and then I didn't buy anything else. I hadn't bought anything else since then. But I like the opportunity. I like their price point. As I was comparing their price for these different bullion and other golds and different stuff like that for their product and other people's product, I was finding that it was comparable. It was very comparable. Most of the time it beat the price that I saw. There were some times where it was just competitive enough. You know, it could be the network that pushes it over from side to side. You could like that person more, so you just decide to go do business with that person. So it is what it is. But that is what I would say is now. As far as big news like that, I'd have to go tap in and do a little bit more. Because I'm more tapped into the crypto plays and stuff like that than that. That's what's one thing I've kind of got to the side that I think people should consider in general purchasing precious metals, gold, silver. Find a place to get it, even if it's not at cost, right? If it's not at cost metals, find a place to buy precious metals that ain't going to rip you off.
Facts.
Just start accumulating them.
Facts.
That's my suggestion. All right, so you can count that as a platform if you like. But it's more like a general statement: accumulate precious metals.
Everybody's still waiting for their auntie and their grandma and everything else to make a lot of money in that cause, because they were putting everybody in the downline, and I was sitting there looking at it.
Yeah,
still waiting, and you know.
Well, that'll be on me. I'll figure out. I'll see if I can get some. I won't put some news on me. Yeah. I ain't gonna put the situations on me, but I will say that I haven't done the research that I need to do to give a educated answer on that. I'll go do some work on that. All right.
So you got some videos to make about AdCost and where they at.
I got some videos to do once I have the knowledge. All right. So once I get the knowledge, I ain't gonna be getting up there and just saying no nonsense. Now I'll either be reading what the company has said and then giving my opinion on it, or I'll know exactly what my upline has said or something along the lines of that. All right. That's what it'll be. I ain't gonna come on talking no nonsense now. All right. Oh man. So that's got me thinking. There's another great opportunity that I think is out there, and it's a card. The Be Black crypto card.
Yeah.
It's got to be in one of the top plays to have, not only from a stance of what it's allowing you to do as a tool, right? It's already a very comprehensive card, has high limits that I think a lot of whales would be impressed with, to be honest with you. The price point is not for everybody. It's a $5,000 membership to have this card. So it weeds out a lot of people up front. All right. This is an exclusive club almost. But the events that they are throwing, the different, I mean, they're all going to see Taylor Swift. You know, they're meeting up in Medellin and Toronto. And I know the CEO personally. He's a good friend of Michael Mary. He's a great dude. So that's another opportunity. And for those of us that are willing to share this with our high network individuals, they're giving us a nice hefty payout for each membership that is sold. I would consider it a nice hefty payout. I don't think there's any more ambassador spots left yet, but the opportunity to grow it, it's capping at 10,000 members. So after 10,000 members, there are going to be no more members unless someone decides to sell their membership, which is going to be like a share of the company.
Okay.
So if, I got my membership for 5,000, but if it at some point is worth 10,000, I could decide to sell my membership for 10,000. Now I would lose my membership to this all exclusive club, which whether I want to do that or not is always going to be subject to what's going on in my life at the time. So everyone has to make that own decision for themselves as far as how long they stay a member of this. But I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's a great tool that gives us a chance to, use some of the crypto that we're accumulating and earning, but also gives us a chance to make some too for sharing a great product that obviously we all want. We all want a crypto card. That's why we get so excited when we hear, oh, TLC is going to do one, and this is going to do one, and that's going to do one. Like, that's why we want one. We really do. Now, the options are few in between, but there are some good ones, and that's one of them. Spritz is another digital option that you don't have to pay $5,000 for, and you have a digital presence that you can literally have on your Apple Pay, Google Pay, all the different stuff. We're just tapping our phones. I use Spritz to pay for gas, because I have the card in my Apple Pay, and all the Shell station, they got the little taps on it. All right, so I'm trying to do good with this top 5 and this general thing we're talking about here.
But I like it because you're bringing a wide perspective.
I'm bringing a wide perspective. I'm trying to reach outside the box here. All right. Yeah. Now there are a few, I like Nexus rewards. The reason I like Nexus rewards is because I have eczema, right? So here's just my little quick story about Nexus rewards. I have eczema, and the medicine that I use on my skin is a topical thing, right? I got a Nexus. They have a few memberships that allow me to get some prescription discounts. It took my prescription that I literally need so bad during this time of the year from $40 to about $8. And that was enough value for me to be like, yo, I don't care what they do. As long as I can have this membership, it's good enough for me. But
Yeah.
they have memberships with you can get access to Zoom for a discounted price. So for those people that are out here that are just trying to start their channels and get things started, for those of you that may not know, Zoom is my preferred video software for my channel. I use Zoom for every single video that y'all see me do. So with Nexus Rewards, it just has a bunch of different things that we can now have opportunity to get discounts on. You kind of have to go and see what it is that you may need, but it's a network marketing type of situation. You know, it's one of those things, but it allows us to play in that space. And I believe it allows us to use crypto. I might be capping on that. But I'm pretty sure I used crypto. That was another thing that intrigued me. I like some of these platforms. Live Good was another one that pays me in crypto too. I was able to make deposits and pay for stuff on the website using cryptocurrency. So Live Good is in there too. They still have a great product. They still have Zoom calls every week. You know, when you have a leadership team that even if you're not tapped in, they're tapped in.
Yeah.
They're still dedicated to their communities. And it's been years.
Yeah.
Live Good wasn't around a year before I even saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there, like I said, plenty of opportunities out here. Of course, trust and integrity, you know.
Yeah.
Those are in the private sector. So those are outliers. I'm trying to think of anything else that I love these Telegram opportunities. So you'll continue to see stuff like that on my channel. I think that's a very interesting way. You might even see a BOJ game pop up on here because here's the thing that I thought was so interesting about Hamster Combat. To get certain points and to get some of these currencies, you have to interact with the communities that are established. If you want, like in Aladdin Royal, if you want them to send you 2,500 in sheep, which is like a little task that they have, you have to put a message in their Telegram group, or you have to put a comment on their video, or you have to watch the video in its entirety to get the reward. Now, these are all virtual rewards. They don't mean much, but in the game, right? Wow. But it forces interaction to your stuff. So if you look at the Hamster Combat channel right now, it has millions of subscribers and millions of people watch these videos every day because they have built a community that now feels like they have to watch it, but they actually kind of want to because it's knowledge that's being dropped on them. You know, they're learning something. And then the videos aren't crazy long. They're like anywhere between 3 and 10 minutes. Okay. So you're in and out of it quick. The view count is crazy. So I can only imagine what they're making from YouTube. But you're incentivizing people to interact, which is what get algorithms moving and different stuff like that. That's what enables if you got a bunch of people commenting and doing it and participating, that tells YouTube to get to work and start promoting this to other people because obviously people like what's going on. So I like that. It just gets me thinking like a BOJ game. This is another, I'm just speaking into existence. There's an Elon Musk game on here where it's pretty much you just taking Elon Musk and putting a new suit on him and, you know, all this different type of stuff. You can make your own skin and whatever. So I'm getting into a tangent, but all that being said, I think there's power in the community. There always has been. Yeah. So when you have stuff like this, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. You just got to decide that it's important enough for you to attach onto it in a way that you feel is going to help you grow. So those, you know, I hope I did a decent enough job. I don't know if that's 5, 4.
You killed that.
I don't know how those that was, but just an opportunity for everyone that is looking for good opportunity, looking to attach themselves to networks of people that are trying to do the same thing. That I can't say enough about the Be Black team. Like that, what they're doing is amazing. And I understand that it's not going to be for everybody because it's $5,000. But I promise you, for anyone that decides to make that jump and get a membership in Be Black, if you're interested in networking with the upper echelon, they literally are having a sit down with the founder of Ethereum.
Now this is
you know that little white man?
Yes.
Little white guy.
So they're having a sit down with him?
Yes. Who wouldn't want to be in that room as a crypto enthusiast?
That's next level, man.
And these are the things that are going on that they're setting up. They have business relationships and partnerships. They've just bought this telehealth company. You know, a lot of us nomad livers that are on this crypto, we're traveling and doing all that type of stuff. And there's sometimes that we're not in a place that we can get adequate medical attention.
Facts.
And they know that. The crypto whale lifestyle is, I ain't even seen some of the stuff that they got popping on. And we done some pretty cool stuff, Lambo. We done done some pretty cool things. But that crypto whale money is different.
Yeah, they hitting on some different stuff.
They're hitting on some different stuff. So all that being said, there's plenty of opportunity out there. All it takes is a willing spirit to want to go and get it. You got to have it in you. It can't be on you. It's got to be in you. And it can be developed.
Yeah.
For sure be developed. You have to do your self work. That's so important. You got to do your self work. But man, once you do that self work, man, the sky is the limit for anybody. And everybody.
Say that again. The sky is the limit.
The sky is the limit.
Shout out to your Blue Sky in the building when he said the sky is the limit.
That's right. Hey, and the sky's in the building.
Shout out to you, Blue Sky. When the sky is the limit, Blue Sky just pop right on.
Just pops on in with with the headphones.
All with the headphones, all of that, man. With you too, man. I love it.
This is for you, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, that's for you. Shout out to you.
That's the AirPods that you keep putting up in the comment section. I got me some.
Steve says, I have something super solid for my number one. Well, you tell us what it is. He said, yeah, Nexus Reward is solid. Shout out to you. It's different. Steve, put in the comments what you got for number one. I love
what's your number one, Steve? Looks like you got another guest on the show there, Lambo.
Huh?
You know, Steve, he might not drop his secrets right here in the comment section. He's gonna be like, you're gonna have to holler at me on the after show, bruh.
Steve is on it because Steve be on some stuff, man. He be hitting Lambo up on stuff. Shout out to him and Malik, man. Malik, oh my gosh. They be on it, man, when it comes to that. You know?
Shout out to Malik too.
Yeah, Malik be getting it, man. Malik be like, yo, Lambo, I'm traveling right now, Lambo. I'm in Jamaica, man. Hit me up, Lambo. You know, I be like, man, Malik, you know, Lambo, I gotta try to stop.
Now Lambo be traveling too now. It's a different kind of traveling, but he be on that road. He be pushing that road. He talk about I'm a road warrior. Lambo is a road warrior.
You know, so let me give something to you about what we said earlier, right? Which I think is so amazing about what we're doing.
Yeah.
What we do when we get in front of this camera, to us is natural, right?
Yeah.
When you get out there to other people, what we do every day out here, we can do it like in our sleep.
Yeah.
Other people look at that at all who are in podcasting or trying to actually do other podcasting, right?
Yeah.
You never know how many takes are done with a podcast until you really get out there. And you really see like, man, you just messed up on that. And, you know, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, dude, that was just having a normal conversation. Well, Lambo noise is normal to you. BOJ is normal to you. See how that goes? So your gift opens up doors to other people, and other people they can't really think on the fly like that or even have conversations that become engaging or can create questions or you have to learn to pivot along the line. But that opens up so many other doors to where now we can go and, hey, Lambo, when you come in, we're waiting on you to do a podcast. Waiting on you to sit. And we're not getting ready to talk about that. BLJ is the same way. Hey, we're waiting on you to come to sing and do what you do best. When you see BLJ sing and you hear everybody, I'm like, dude, I never knew you had that many different type of genres of music that you guys can do until you sit there and do them and y'all get down like professional. Like get down. Like this is some stuff where it's like, do you remember the movie with the Dan Band? I need you now tonight. I freaking need you more. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely from time.
I think I know you talk about. They got that brand in. Will Ferrell has them on some of his movies, doesn't he?
Yes,
on
yes.
Big. They were on Step Brothers too.
They were on Step Brothers. What was that on?
They were now because they've had a few different cameos,
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
different movies, and they just come on and do it. They do their own unique style of
Old School. It was on Old School, the movie Old School.
Old School. I
Yeah.
think they went on I might be mistaken. I think they were on Step Brothers, and he sang the Magic Stick. I got
yeah. That was
Magic Stick.
I'll take you to the candy shop.
Candy shop. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I'll take it to the candy shop.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you can have it your way.
Yeah.
How do you want it? You don't push up on it. I was like, oh my God. Hey, funny, there are some actual bands out there just like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's some actual bands. Like, I don't want to call no names because you never know. I'm in the agency world, so I don't want to put nobody out there. But there are some bands that sound just like that.
I don't want to hear that.
Booked. They still getting booked.
You guys are like that, brother. Like you can make it, man. And shout out to BOJ, man. If you guys are not following him in that arena and what he does, he make it looks effortlessly. Total eclipse of the heart, she says, man. Yeah, shout out to you, Blue Sky, for that. And The Hangover.
My brother got me right. It was in Hangover. That's my brother right there. He got me right. It's Hangover. That's what it was.
It's funny how they sit back up in here. You guys, like, it's a music background, and you guys do this. I mean, BOJ, I literally, man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When you said I was going out and traveling and singing, I'm thinking, okay, BOJ, I seen the quartet. He's doing his thing. And he said, no, Lambo, that's not my band. That's New Vision. Shout out to New Visions, man.
That's New Vision.
Y'all better go ahead, like and subscribe, follow them. For real, man.
Yeah.
And literally, I'm not lying to you. When I heard him sing from the other group, I said, BOJ, who is this guy?
Oh my goodness.
BOJ, he's in there jumping and shouting and like, yeah. And the crowd is going crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like, no, bro, you are really good. Like, really great. Like, it's a different when people be like, yeah, that boy good. He all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, BOJ can really get down. Like, they can tear a party up, man. They go for a wedding, bar mitzvah, or anything, and it's over with at that point.
If you hire us for your wedding, you can guarantee you're gonna have the best night of your life. You can I've been with my band for 4 years now. I've been the frontline leader of my band for maybe about 2 years. You ain't gonna find a better band to come and rock your party for 2 hours. You ain't gonna find one. I done looked and I done searched. I even went to my wife's band. I was like, y'all got what it takes? Yeah, I might have a little something. They pretty good. They're actually the number one band in the agency right now. So shout out to them.
Shout out to your wife, Jazz.
Shout out to her and her band. They're doing their thing. But we have our healthy competitive banters all the time. And I tell her all the time, we will smoke your band.
Yeah.
We'll smoke y'all. They be waiting for you to sing the whole time because we would tear y'all up.
So I'm listening. Jazz one time was singing.
Yeah.
And she did this rendition in solo. I can't remember what the song actually was, but it literally standing ovation.
It was probably "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston. Yeah. That's one of her showstopper tunes. Like, she does that song in the middle of the dinner set. Like, when people are eating, all you hear is like forks start to hit the table. People stop eating and they turn. Like, who is that? You see my face? I'm so serious. They're like, who is that? They stop eating and they watch her. And by the time she ends with her little, she puts a little heart up or whatever, a little thing. See, look, I'm already getting in trouble with this camera. But that's what she is a pro. I'm extremely proud of her and everything that she has accomplished in her own right. And you know, I look forward to seeing the things that she does
Yeah.
with her musical future. She's coming out as her own brand now. She's branded herself and rebranded herself. She's going to be going out as an international artist pretty soon called Jazzy. So stay on the tune, stay on the lookout for that. She's doing some pretty amazing things, and I'm really excited for her, and I'm excited that that our son gets to watch us step into our greatness, because that only puts him on that step too. You know, he's getting ready for his own great walking journey. So we're excited all around here, and you know, it's just from a music standpoint, we're this. If all else fails on the crypto space, I think we'll be okay.
No, I know you guys are gonna be okay. I don't even want to hear that, man.
I think we'll be all right. We'll figure it out.
I don't even want to hear that, brother. Y'all are, the family is destined. Got greatness all over him. You know, I attribute that to you and your mother, you know, getting back to dedicating this show to her.
Yeah.
I would dedicate this show to her.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, BOJ lost his mother this year.
Yeah.
A few months back. And it has been a transition for him.
Yeah.
And the family. But talk to the people about exactly what has been your transition, and you're hearing everything now with the music and seeing your son with these wonderful ears. He keeps these wonderful earmuffs on, not the earmuffs, the headphones on.
Yeah.
It's amazing where music is in his bloodline. That's him. That's baby JoJo right there. Yep. Earphones already.
Earphones on. That's the background on my phone, man. Listen, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to my dad. Yeah. And my brother, and I appreciate Jalen, you tapping in. Blue Sky, yes, that is my biological brother. Now, when you see him, he is a little bit pigment challenged. He's a little lighter than me. He ain't as chocolate, but he's just as handsome. So we work it out. But I want to give a shout out to them. They've really helped me, as well as I've just tried to be there best I can for them during this thing. Our whole lives was pretty much dedicated. Me and my brother, our whole lives was pretty much dedicated to my mother. You know what I'm saying? We've been all hands on deck with my mom. For those of you that don't know the story about my mother, she had a tumor while my brother was in her stomach. They found this tumor. So they had to make a decision to say, hey, do we operate this on this now and put the baby at risk, or do we wait and put mom at risk a little bit, but we get this baby out nice and healthy? And so that was the decision that both my mother and my father decided to make. And me, as a 3-year-old, 2-year-old little bouncing baby, toddler, you know, I didn't have much say in that decision, but I knew when I got my little brother that it was all hands on deck with him, and then things changed. So my mother has been the reason why I got a little I think it's in both my parents, to be honest with you, but I got this streak in me that won't let me quit. Right? It keeps me pressing on. I watched my mother continue to raise both me and my brother as a quadriplegic. You know, I tell this story all the time. One of the reasons why I had to start getting it right in school, because I didn't want my mom to keep rolling into school in that chair, because I thought it was, I was embarrassed for a certain point. Then I wore it like a badge of honor. I figured that out early. I like this. My mom is special because she's still cussing me out at home. She's still typing up lists and putting them on, having my dad and me and my brother put them on the wall. That's why I got stuff on my wall now. Like, I get that from her. Like, they put stuff to-do list. She made sure we was on point. She got us dressed. You know, anytime you see me in purple, that's because of my mama. Like, I ain't afraid of purple. Lavender, you know, just certain things that just allowed us to really understand how different we were and how great we really are. Stemmed from my mom. And of course, my dad, in the decisions he made with my mother, you know, it only helped him to walk into his greatness. So we got to see that. Me and my brother got to see this. So that's a little reason why I'm hard on my brother, because, like, I see the greatness and I know he sees it too. And we attack our greatness in different ways. Yeah. And because we're different in that way, you know, we've gone at it a few times. But back to my mother, the reason why she is the motivation for me still to this day is because she is the one woman. Now, I'm putting people on blast right now, but whatever. She's the one woman that I've never seen make an excuse for nothing. Nothing. Never made an excuse. Now, I know a lot of great women, and sometimes excuses need to be made for the greater good. I understand. But this woman right here didn't do that. She may have gotten down. She may have had a little bit of depression. She may have asked God, why me? But my dad will tell you the story. She figured out why. And she had her tough days, but she continued in her why. And until the day she was gone. So that is why you're going to continue to see me in my why. And you're going to continue to see me inspire and motivate others around me. You know, sometimes my friends don't like me. I'm sure you felt this reason, you know, because you had to get on me a few times.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like that. But she's the reason. She's the reason. And I'm just so blessed to have had her as a mother. I know the people that have been in my life that have gotten a chance to encounter her and see her many faces and hear her voice. And those of you that hear me know what I'm talking about. They're blessed by having my mom in their life. So I'm just blessed, and we're gonna continue on and thriving in her legacy. I gotta give this plug. This is the Smithology Project, right? The YouTube channel that you always see pop up. That is my dad, right? But that is a bigger movement. All right. The Smithology Project is a bigger movement. One, it's the name of the group that me, my dad, and my brother put together, our singing group. So whenever we go out and sing, Mythology Project, right? We have a documentary out that is pretty much about my mother and my father and our lives as young men growing up in this world of not having a whole lot of certainties growing up, because you got pretty much a one financial parent household, but you got two parents in the house. And you know how government like to act like you can't take care of your kids.
Yep.
So, especially if you black.
Man.
So, all that being said, shout out to my family. Shout out to the Dent family, the Smith family, everyone that has always poured into our families as we've gone through, especially during this transition of losing her. She has been the she's like the core of our earth. Everything we did gravitated to her in some kind of way. Everything. And now that she's not here, it's a different kind of pull. It's not necessarily pulling us physically to her, it's pulling us closer to him.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, I get emotional even just thinking about it. But I am day by day understanding the impact that she's had on my life. I'm day by day becoming less apologetic about what she's planting into me and who that rubs wrong. And I am going to continue to honor her legacy. With respect to her legacy, we gonna honor it though. And a part of honoring it, is in carrying it out in some of the ways that she might have done it. And you know, sometimes it might be good and everybody might like it. Sometimes it might not be so good and everybody ain't gonna like it. But at the end of the day, you know, that's where we are. So I love you, man.
Well said, BOJ. Well said, brother. I mean, we started this off dedicating it to her.
That's right.
And I had to let you have this moment because so many times in your journey, right, when we're sitting down, we're talking with people, or we're just doing the things that we do in life, we don't get a chance to talk about that journey or talk about that specialness, especially the reason why.
That's right.
What keeps us going and what keeps us moving.
That's right.
I wanted you to have that time because that's big on the leverage show. That's big for this family. That's big for, this goes out to people see BOJ. Oh, this is a different BOJ. He's just not talking about crypto. He's got life. He's talking about experiences. He's talking about everything.
Yep.
But to hear that, hands down, has to be the thing that captures everything together and pulls it together like glue.
Yeah.
And I salute you for that, my brother.
Thank you, brother. And thank you for letting me get that out, because I think a part of that I needed to just let out. And you know, I appreciate you giving me that opportunity to do that. I really do. Well, thank you, Lambo.
BOJ, you already know, man. I'm gonna always do that. We're gonna always like really bring this thing in because that's what this is about. This is a family. Blue Sky, you said it the best. Amen. Beautiful testimony, man.
Thank
Because
you, Scott.
I just don't think, man, when people see us, right, they think that, you know, and I'm ringing the bell, Blue Sky. You already know he gets that Lambo bell. My wife is a great job, guys. Like she's already
Thank
on it. Like
you.
it just to me is to me, this was the conversation that has been needed. We've been waiting to see.
Yeah.
Always tapping in, checking in with my brother, making sure that everything is aligning up with BOJ, his camp, his crew, the wife, the kids, the family, the friends, and everything else, even the in between, because that is what's special for Lambo. You understand? When I check on people, I was like, hey man, I'm just not just gonna call you, and then I ain't gonna go. No, I'm gonna check on you.
It ain't just surface level with you, man.
Yeah.
It's not the surface level with you, and I appreciate that because there's not a lot of people that are willing to have that conversation. And you know, some people are going to be willing to share it online, and some not. But the thing that really does happen is, if you are close to Lambo, he will call you and he will check on you. He will send you a text message. He will check on you.
Yeah.
And some people like me, I need to be checked on sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I need to be checked on sometimes because you know I move, I just go, and I don't even think about some of the things that I need to be thinking about. And you always give a great perspective on things that just need to be thought about. You don't, you're still a gentleman with it. You ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. But at the same time, you're making sure that they know how important it is to you, and you know you impress upon them. So I do appreciate that from you, Lambo. Thank you,
brother. Gratitude to you, BOJ. That's what we're here about, man. And we're here about to make that happen. And I appreciate everything that you do and saying and all these words of gratitude, man, and flowers. But brother, we have to be real with each other. That's what sharpens us. People see how sharp you're in your area or your arena. I'm like, well, man, you're sharp because you have some amazing people checking on you and they sharp around you for the things that you're doing, even on your end. And that's what I really wanted for you, BOJ, to make sure, man, you got a chance to come here, sit on the Leverage Show, talk about, do kind of just talk about everything, laugh, joke, have fun, and just doing what we do. And my wife says this, Jharol, you are always on his mind. She's 100% honest, 100%.
God bless you,
man. And I'd be like, man, I'm getting ready to with BOJ, and I could go off and I start saying stuff. And like, I gotta go call BOJ. It's like what? Like you just did all of this stuff and just out of the blue, like you just I gotta call, I gotta send him a text, and I go. But we're so connected, man. With social media, gives us a lot of places. Like man, I can go on there and see how my brother doing. The world can kind of see how BOJ is doing. But then also, I'm gonna make sure, hey man, let me check in on a personal level, man.
That's right.
Let me know anything Lambo here. Like,
man. And here's one thing I even posted on social media that coincides with that. Social media is one thing. Make sure you're happy in real life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I could post any other, y'all can follow me at Bank of Jharol. I live my life. I'm showing y'all I'm working out. I'm showing y'all I'm doing my gigs. I'm showing y'all when I'm in front of my computer. But at the same time, make sure you're happy in real life. Make sure you're doing your own, getting in your own private corners and doing what you need to do. If it's falling on your knees or whatever it is, you know, get in that space and get yourself right. Take the time. It's very important. And I think sometimes the reason I don't talk to nobody else about that is because I spend a lot of time in my private corner. I spend a lot of time getting myself together. And sometimes I'm successful in the moment. Sometimes I'm not. But it's me and him first. And then I deal with everybody else later. But honestly, social media is one thing. YouTube is one thing. Make sure your life is being fulfilled in real life. Make sure you're getting the things that you want and the things that you need and the things that you feel like you deserve. Don't wait on nobody to bring it to you. You go out and get it. All right? Go out and get it. Kobe ain't wait on nobody to bring nothing to him, did he?
Hey, you see him over my shoulder, right?
I know what would get you fired up now. Come on now.
No, I ain't trying to get fired up because you didn't bought the big shebang home, man. What you didn't just say. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I mean, you didn't bought the big shebang. I was just like, look, even Steve saying, mic drop, make sure you're happy in real life. Okay. You know, striking Nike. That's my guy.
Ooh, I like
Nike. That's his name. Striking Nike, man.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Brother.
Striking Nike. I like that.
I'm telling you, man, dude, I really want to thank you and I appreciate you for
no doubt, brother.
Like for real, brother. Like you saying, man, Lambo, I'm gonna take some time out. I'm gonna come on the Lambert show. And I see how you move. Brother, you rolling. BLJ rolling, y'all. If you don't see how he rolling. I was like, golly, brother, can I get a sit down with my brother? Can the community, the Leverage Show family, everybody get a sit down?
We gonna always make time for Lambo Drew. If I got air in these lungs, we got time for Lambo Drew. Please believe it.
Bruh, you have given me time. You have given us time.
I'm sitting over here worried. I didn't talk your folks to sleep. We done been on here 3 hours.
Brother, look, brother, you ain't got to worry about that, brother. They've been still tapped in, plugged in, tuned in, still out here. And we've been thankful. Because we needed this moment.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us, like I told you, and I'm being real with you, in this space, in life in general, but in this space, in this YouTube space, in life in general, we needed the BOJ to come and have a sit down and come talk to us and bless us. And that is definitely worth more than any word, any award, or any type of thing, man, that I can monetarily give you, because that right there, my brother, is your posture in life. That's your purpose, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Steve said, I love hanging out with y'all for almost 3 hours, y'all, but 3 hours gotta be in real life next time.
That's a fact.
We're gonna meet up, Steve. I got you.
We gotta do that.
He want us to come up
there. He was in Augusta, and we've been recovering ever since.
Hey, bro, we've been recovering.
I mean, we was in Atlanta. I said Augusta. That's where I went. Well,
you know, we got the Noble folks out there, man, in Atlanta. Noble. Okay, let me shout out and everything, man.
Hey, they got some great shrimp tempura. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Dude, when you live in that lifestyle like that, you know, I'm on, you know, I was at the
Nobu.
I'm just saying, I was at the other shrimp, you know, like what that Long John Silver's.
Oh my goodness. No, you didn't say Long John Silver's.
Long John Silver's, man. But no, we brother, definitely, man, we're gonna definitely link up, Steve. I'm actually, and I'm telling y'all this right now, we've been saying that we were gonna put it together, but we will have a meetup in Atlanta. Y'all be on the lookout in the next couple of months. Leaders will definitely be there, so just be on the lookout the next couple of months, man. We're gonna have a nice speed up, man, and just be prepared, because it's really getting ready to happen. And some big stuff is getting ready to happen down there. So y'all don't go on ahead and miss out. We're going to talk more about that information, man. Y'all hang out with me, BOJ, and some other great leaders, man, down in Atlanta. And we're going to get the dates for y'all for just the weekend. It's going to be a mastermind mentorship type of weekend, and it's going down, man. I'm telling you, it's already. We've already talked about it, man.
I love it.
He's definitely gonna be there, man. I'm gonna make sure. I gotta make sure his schedule is
right. We're gonna get these dates right now. We're gonna get these dates right.
We gotta get these dates right, man, because I think it's October, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. Y'all guys got a few months, man, to go ahead, save up, get down there. But we're gonna let you know it's gonna be off the chains. You want to be a part of it, and I'm trying to tell you, man, it's gonna be something that's gonna bless a lot of people. So my community, your community, everything, man, we're gonna make it happen, brother.
Let's do it.
Keep y'all in the loop. Listen, brother. BOJ, tell the people how they can go ahead, man, and stay tapped in with you, man.
Listen. We got quite a few ways you can tap in with your boy BOJ. But first and foremost, you can find me on YouTube at Bank of Jharol, just like it's spelled here on the screen. My first name is spelled a little different, but you got it. Bank of Jharol. You should see a green screen or whatever. That's where I do most of my updates. In the description of my videos, you can also find my email address. bankofjharol@protonmail.com. You can find me. I am on Facebook, but I'm a regular person on Facebook for the most part. You can find me by typing in that first name there. My last name is Smith, if you want to look me up there. My Instagram is @bankofjharol. All right. So just like it's spelled there with no space, That's how you find me on Instagram. I'm also on Twitch too. I am playing the new EA Sports College Football 25 all the time now. So I stream every now and then. So if you're a gamer out there, you want to hear me talk my mess on the game, I'm on Twitch as well. TikTok, Bank of Jharol, and we're working on that kind of content, different stuff like that. But you can find me in a plethora of places if you type in my name or if you just type in Bank of Jharol. You shouldn't. I'm like Dion. I am not hard to find.
I better see you this year up here in Denver, man, for a game.
Man, I got to get up there now.
I'm telling you.
Last year was supposed to happen, and my music schedule ruined it.
Yeah, dude. We remember that. And funny,
I had the hotel booked and everything.
And I told you, Larry and them came up here and everything, bro. We was at the game. Listen, we got to make that happen.
Gotta make it happen
this year, because you already know the Suns are going to pros
last year. Yep.
So we got to make it happen. We're gonna have to pick a game, coordinate a time, and we're gonna make it happen, bro.
Yep. I might have to catch a red eye to get out there and back.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna have to figure that out.
Listen, we'll coordinate it together, BOJ. Don't even worry about it, man. Because
I'm gonna just send you my books. I'm gonna send you the books we're going to have to sit down and talk about this together.
Let me know. Sit down. We talk about this together. We coordinate this. It's official.
Let's do it.
We're gonna make it happen, man. So listen, y'all. Y'all got BOJ, man. almost 3 hours right here on the Leverage Show, man. I know it was definitely one that we had to have this talk, y'all. You know, you had to go ahead and make yourself known, man, and make yourself right at home right here, man, on the Leverage Show. We've been here 3 hours or more before. Yes, we have. Brother, they have been on the Leverage Show 5 hours, I think. 5 hours.
Is that the record?
Brother, Coach Rashid, and shout out to Coach Rashid. Coach Rashid and my guy Jim Stones.
Yeah,
we've been out here, man, for some hours at that 5 hour mark, man, 4-5 hour mark.
That's impressive.
Yeah, brother. So we out here, man, having a good time, man. A lot of content can be chopped out of this, man. But most of all, we are thankful, man, for BOJ giving us his time right here on the Leverage Show tonight and really going ahead, man, and showing us so much love. Again, make sure you guys go like, subscribe, man. Follow his YouTube channel, man. Really, go tap into the community. Go make sure you hit the bell that hit it for all. Hit the like button and then show him some love. If you definitely want to take the journey, man, on the social media side, definitely go ahead and follow him on the social media side as well. You guys get a chance to see the well-rounded BOJ.
Yes, sir.
Forms of life that he's killing the game, and even get a chance to see some family pics that we love to see. Please give my wonderful brother, man, your love. Definitely, man, make sure that he is there to be shown some love and doing some amazing things. Truth Media says, hey there, fellow. Shout out to you, Truth Media.
Truth Media.
You, man. Definitely, man. Been a minute. Definitely great to see you, and that's what we have been on, man, here to make sure that we're always showing love. Like I said, we still going to be here. We still going to be doing what we do best. We still going to be bringing y'all the heat. BOJ is still going to be making sure he's cranking out that crypto. Crank that crypto, right?
Yes, sir. Crank it out.
Crank that crypto.
Gotta crank it out.
You got to tell people about the Wild Wild West before we go, and we'll let that be our outro at this point.
All right, y'all. So please, I'm begging you, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets. All right. Your crypto wallets. Everybody know what that is, because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. I'm telling y'all right now. So stay strapped with that 2FA. If you're going to be in this space cracking that crypto, all right, let's stay diligent and let's stay vigilant in this space, and especially in my comment section and on Telegram and on WhatsApp and all these different messaging apparatuses, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's hold it together. Stay diligent and vigilant in this space.
We're out of here, man.